Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 Dover Athletic in the Football League. We have got a lot to talk about before we actually kick off this season because there's been transfers, we're a professional side, I've also been fiddling about with some graphics. So let's start here, shall we, on the club profile page. You can see the professional status is professional. We are a fully professional side, we are doing 6 days a week training. Look at the kits. I've made brand new Adidas kits for us. So we got the white, red and the purple third kit. They look quite fancy. They're also 3D. Don't worry about that. You'll hopefully be able to see them in the match engine as well. We have done a lot of transfer business. We've also got ourselves a brand new assistant manager. And he's probably quite familiar to some of you. It is Carl Jenkinson, formerly of Arsenal, West Ham, Birmingham, Nottingham Forest, and today's opponent, Oldham Athletic. He originally joined us as an under-18s under-18s manager. And I thought he's actually a lot better than our current assistant manager. So I gave him a year doing that job and then basically promoted him. He's very good. He's very, very good. And he's only 33 years old. He's younger than me by like 7 years. That's ridiculous. Transfers then. So we have to go back to last year because the way transfers work is things sometimes happen before the year ticks over. We've got 3 players joining the club before the year ticked over. Adrian Reed-Stephen is a 21. He's an 18-year-old. He's 21 is his squad number. An 18-year-old right back, formerly of Chelsea. He's been brought in on a free transfer because there's some potential there, isn't there? On the opposite flank, we have Will Kokolo, who has signed from Plymouth, formerly of Grimsby, Middlesbrough, Sunderland, and a few other teams as well, by the looks of it. He's actually quite good. In my opinion, he's quite good. You might be thinking, why have we bought a left-back? Because we've got Silko Thomas. He might have been sold. Another player who got sold is Paul Searle. However, he is returned on loan. He's gone to Nottingham Forest. I think we got some money, reasonable amount, 100,000, potentially 125, 50% sell on and a friendly and loaned back. I think we got a pretty good deal there with Paul. And then moving on into this current season, technically, Silko Thomas is a similar scenario, leaving the club, signing for Birmingham, 50% sell on, loaned back for the season, got a friendly as well against Birmingham. He's back here for another year, probably the last season we're going to get him. I don't know whether he's actually as good as he should be for this level of football now, so we might actually not play him as much as perhaps he did last season. We've also extended the loan deal of Dean Laird, as you can see there. Let's go down the rest of the players then. Joe Rose is a 23-year-old goalkeeper. He's basically going to sit on the subs bench, maybe play for the under-18s if he's allowed to at 23 years of age. Stuart Humphrey signed on loan from Blackburn Rovers, and he's good. He just needs to start scoring some goals. He's played 4 times for us so far, hasn't managed to hit the target at all. An XG of 0.7 in those 4 games, needs to start playing a little bit better. But I look at his match attributes and his stats and think, he's good, isn't he? He's very good. We have also loaned Yeboah Amankwa from Wycombe Wanderers, and you might think this is a bit of a strange one. It's because we basically got rid of a lot of centre-backs, and I needed a little bit more depth. Probably not going to play a huge amount of football, but he's still probably good enough to play for us if we need him to. Alistair Smith is a 26-year-old English central midfielder signed formerly of Leyton Orient, Sutton, Altrincham, Mansfield, free transfer. Very good central midfielder, I think. I mean, they say he's only 2.5 star. I think he's probably a little bit better than that. Not going to be playing every game, but probably will play quite a lot for us. Going back to Blackburn and loaning another player this time is Ben Mcnamee, 18-year-old right winger. Loaned in because we've only got one right winger really at the club at the moment. Mcnamee is going to basically come in, give a little bit of competition on the right-hand side. Obed Afari is a 19-year-old English goalkeeper, formerly of Fulham. Brought in because I think he's got some potential. Probably won't see him for much. Hopefully, going to get him loaned out to somebody, maybe Vanarama North or South, get some game time under his belt. Other than that, we might see him come off the bench. What am I on about? I don't play goalkeepers. We might see him in cup games. Who knows? Somebody who you might actually recognise is Jake Forster, formerly of Charlton. 230 appearances for Charlton, Brighton, MK Dons and Oxford as well. 31 years of age now, so he's getting on. But we don't have too many older players in our squad, so I thought actually it's not a bad bit of business to bring in somebody a little bit older to hopefully bring in some of the youngsters into line a little bit more. So yeah, Forster is in, central midfielder, 3.5 star current ability. Very good signing in my opinion. And in a similar mould is Jack Earing, formerly of Walsall, Halifax, Farsley Celtic, Spennymoor and Bolton. He's had a very varied career, hasn't he? 26 years old central midfielder. I'm not going to see a huge amount of Jack Earing, but he is actually very good, isn't he? He's a very good option in the middle of the pitch. We did lose quite a lot of midfielders. One for the future is Lee Dilly, who is a 19-year-old English winger and striker, and who's immediately gone and injured himself, formerly of Norwich. Hopefully there's some potential there, but we won't see him for a couple of years. that's not everybody. There are 2 more players that I've just ignored off this list. And yeah, it is Tatsunori Takayanagi and Recep Barades. He's Japanese. He doesn't have a work permit. He was in the Japan under-18 squad, I think it was. No club, and I thought, we'll bring him in. He's been on trial here for 2 years and has been playing for the under-18s for 2 years, and now he's joined and doesn't have a work permit. But yeah, Takayanagi, I think that's what his name is going to be. I think there might be something there. I don't know. And in a similar vein is Recep Barades. He's an 18-year-old Aruban. Now, he was in the Aruba, actual full Aruba squad. I think he's technically currently in there right now on international duty. He's got 4 caps to his name. Brought in on a free transfer. He's been on trial for the past 2 years. I thought Aruba was part of the Overseas Act. You know, like, I think Bermuda is part of it. I thought Aruba was part of it as well, and he wouldn't need a work permit. Turns out he does as well. And that is not all for transfers. I'm not going to go too in-depth with what else is going on. So we can see Silkos Thomas leaving, Kamara leaving, Joe Fryer leaving, Dan Malone also leaving, and a couple of other players. Ben Hennigan wasn't playing, getting paid too much money. He's also left on a free transfer. A whole load of players going out on loans for loan fees. This is interesting. We're actually picking up money for loaning players out. Woods, Ballard, Riley Wright, Kiddo Taylor-Hart, Chavez Munoz, Gary Ballard, Ricky Pilbrow, Jack Turner, Robert Collins, Mark Murray, Luke Pearce, Sonny Davis, Darryl Cartwright, Casper Nielsen, we'll come to him in a second actually, Darryl Claridge, Ian Cooney, Dibley Diaz and Luis Claridge all going out on loan. Casper Nielsen is a player who I signed last January, I think. Didn't get a work permit. He's really good. I want him to get a work permit. I don't think he's ever going to get one. Right, I think that is the business out of the way. We've started the season. We are already quite a few games in. We're doing all right. We're actually 7th place in the table, but we've lost 2 out of 4 games. So, yeah, it's not as good as it perhaps should be. We are playing bottom of the table Oldham Athletic in the opening match of our season on camera at the very least. So, I'm hoping we can make it 3 wins out of 5. The starting lineup then for the Oldham Athletic game at home in League 2. It is going to be Ross Stewart in goal, Richard Elise, Zach or Leon Pambu and Will Kokolo in defence, Smith and Forster Caskey in midfield, Dean Laird and Spong on the wings, Williams and Street as our strikers. You'll probably notice there's not a huge amount of new signings in the starting 11. What is it? It's Kokolo, it's Smith, Forster Caskey, and that's pretty much it. You'll notice Humphrey shouldn't be on the bench, actually, because he's absent without leave. He went out and got absolutely smashed, apparently. Was spotted leaving the club at the early hours of the morning. And, yeah, he's going to miss today's game because of that. We need a striker. Mcnamee, there we go. You can be our backup striker. Also, one good thing about being in League 2, we get to have 7 substitutes, which means we actually have a goalkeeper on the bench. This is something that I very rarely do. Now, this is going to be quite a big test for us, I think, because Oldham are bottom of the table. Obviously, it's very early days, so they might just have had a poor start. We've got a strange camera angle. I've been playing about with camera angles. We had a corner when we were on vertical scrolling, which I really don't like. Whelan is going for a counter-attack for Oldham. Colville on the right-hand side. Number 13 is trying to keep up with him all the way down that wing. Crossfield ball. Stewart comes out, claims that one. Rolls it out straight away to Zach Orr. Leon Pambu to Forster Caskey. Forward to Jack Spong. Spong goes back to Forster Caskey, making his debut today as Forster Caskey, by the way. He signed, I think, on deadline day, which was literally like 4 days ago. We've only played 1 game, which I think was a Carabao Cup game. Long ball forward, Laird heads down, Williams to Street. Is Street going to put the ball in? No, he doesn't. He really should have done. It's 0-0. Forster Caskey with a corner, left-footed from the left-hand side towards Williams at the back. It's a header clear from Sam Graham. So Laird is going to collect it for us, wearing our brand new Adidas home kit. Forward ball, Williams again into the penalty area, 2 in the middle, crosses it in and it's intercepted straight away. The highlights carrying on though, or to Forster Caskey, left hand side is Spong, number 7 this season, backwards to Kokolo, crosses it in again, this time is Laird, Laird's headed effort hits the post and Oldham are going to get very lucky and clear the ball upfield. We probably should be winning this game at this point, shouldn't we? We are 20 minutes in. We should be winning this game. Oldham coming forward. Smith has the ball to Bandera. Hoey forward to Roberts. Tries to find some space on the right-hand side. Does manage it. Colville back to Bandiera. Forward again to Colville. Wheeling loads and loads of space. Ball over the top. Elise. Sensible header back to Ross Stewart in the Dover goal. By the way, another thing I did in the summer, I offered as many players as I possibly could full-time contracts. There are still a few who are on part-time deals, but the majority of them full-time players now, which means they are training every single day of the week. Spong's controlled that well. Back to Kokolo. Where are you going to go? All the way back to Pambu. Get the ball forward, lads. Get the ball forward. Forster Kasky. Kokolo's making a run. Street's got it to Williams. Facing away from goal now. Spong. Kokolo's got space. Why aren't we using him? We've gone for Williams instead. Takes a touch. And Jaden Williams' lovely little touch to get it past the goalkeeper. Puts it in the back of the net. It's not going to count. He was offside. Why was he offside? Was he miles off? I bet he was miles off, wasn't he? He's off. He's certainly off, but it was close. Plenty of action going on in our first on-camera game in League 2. Keller Dunn has it for Oldham. Backwards to Hughes. We are expected to be a mid-table side, so I'm not going to be too over the top if we end up sort of getting into what a finish that is from Davis Kaeliar Dunn. I'm expecting us to lose quite a few games. I'm not expecting us to lose this one, but we're 1-0 down. Elise with a throw for us, almost half an hour on the clock. Elise's cross comes in, Williams is there, it's gone over everybody. How have we not managed to get on the end of that? Kokolo to Forster Kasky, goes for a shot and it's blocked. Kokolo keeps it in, crosses it in, loads of players there, but not a single white shirt on the end of it. And Oldham can possibly start a counter-attack. Zach Orr forward for us though. Elise back to the big former Arsenal man. Now, Alistair Smith all the way back to Stewart. This is a strange highlight, so I think might be a goal coming, or potentially like something hitting the post or a red card or something like that going on. Smith to Laird, right-hand side is Elise. Loads and loads of space for the man to run into. Is he going to get his cross in? 3-4 in the box. Laird's one of them. Back to Elise. Crosses it in again anyway. The goalkeeper's absolutely flapped at it. Williams is there, and we finally managed to put the ball in. Jaden Williams has made it 1-1. 30 minutes exactly on the clock when the ball crossed the line. We are back in this game. We did get very lucky there because their goalkeeper decided he didn't want to hold on to that and just punch it straight to one of our players. We really should have had a couple more goals in this, though. I think we should be winning. Kokolo with a throw. 4 minutes and 15 seconds of the first half to go. Tries to find Street but can't manage it, and now Oldham again. Just smash the ball upfield. It's a strange way of playing football Oldham seem to have. Pambu's going to go for a run. Dinks it forward towards Kokolo but can't manage it. What a strange pass that was from Leon Pambu. What a weird thing to do. Colville, where are you going to go? What's going on? Whelan to Colville once again. I'm very distracted by this player up here, by the way. There's a person wearing orange who is warming up. I don't know who it is. Is it like our sub-goalkeeper? Maybe? I don't know. Webster's ball forward. Finds Roberts. He's in on goal. Stewart needs to stop this one. Stewart does stop this one. Concedes the corner. It is going to remain 1-1 for the moment, but Oldham have a very, very good chance to make it 2-1. Who's taking the corner? It's the goal scorer. Dunn crosses it in towards the 6-yard box. Big head clear from Zach Orr. Is it coming back, though, or is it going to end? It does end. Still not quite at half-time. A lot going on in this match. Roberts has the ball for Oldham. Across. Kaelod Dunn, number 10. Forward to Roberts again. Through ball. Dunn's going to get there first as well. He's gone a little bit too far wide. Keeps it in play. Crosses it in. Smith is there. Smith heads over the bar. It is hopefully going to remain 1-1 as we go into the half-time break. We've had a lot of football so far. It is 1-1 at half-time, and we've been the better side, but only just. I am going to now lie to the team and say that we've been the better team. Just keep doing what you're doing. That didn't really work. You weren't bad. You can make the difference, everybody. Rob Street's missed a couple of sitters, hasn't he? Dean Laird's on a 6-6. Kokolo and Pambu also on a 6-6. Do we look at bringing off? I don't know why it puts that in that strange order. Do we bring off? Or maybe we just swap you two round. That's probably the better way round for you two strikers, isn't it? 1 minute and 15 seconds into the second half, and already we've got another highlight. Already going forward down the right-hand side is Laird. Elise gets the ball back. In the middle is Jake Forster Kasky to Street. Little touch to Williams. Back to Forster Kasky over the top to Street. Chests it down in on goal, and Rob Street with an absolute rocket. First highlight of the second half. Makes it 2-1. A little tweak of the two strikers. I almost subbed you at half-time, mate. It's a good job I didn't. All of a sudden, that seems to have changed the game a little bit, hasn't it? We are now going to be on 9 points if everything stays this way, but this is only our 5th league game of the season. Forster Kasky has decided he doesn't want that. He wants to give it to our goalkeeper. Weird bit of football, that one. Smith to Forster Kasky in the centre circle. Williams to Rob Street. Williams is making a run. Smith gets the ball. Right-hand side is a lovely ball through to Rob Street. And Rob Street really should have made it 3-1 and got his second of the game. We are starting to look like the better side. I think we're starting to look like the better side. A poor kick out from the goalkeeper. Kokolo's going for a run down that left-hand side. Number 14. The Frenchman whips in the cross. Street's there. Gets on the end of it. Hits it just over the bar. Still 2-1, but we are getting closer and closer to maybe getting a third. Elise with a throw. Is this going to be the third? Alistair Smith back to Elise. crosses it into Forster. Takes a touch, goes for a goal, and Forster effort just skims the top of the bar, goes over. Still 2-1, but we are starting to have a lot more chances now. We're going to do a change or two. Forster having a very good game, but unfortunately for you, fella, you're a little bit tired. Maybe let's do the subs we need to do first, shall we? Dean Laird's coming off. We're going to do Ben Mcnamee coming on. The two Blackburn loanies switching there. Do we do Pambu off? Pambu for Jack Wakely? I think we do, you know. And one more change. Forster probably is the one to come off, isn't he? We'll do Jack Langston. Even though Jack Langston is more of a striker, he'll play in central midfield. Seconds after the subs have taken place, we've got another highlight. Elise with the ball, 2 in the middle, crosses in. Williams is one of them. Very good save from the goalkeeper. Makes a change. He's been pretty poor, hasn't he, for most of this game? He's managed to stop that one. Wakely, the substitute, finds Jack Spong. Back to Kokolo. Long ball down the left-hand side towards Langston. Is he going to get there first? The goalkeeper came out, which might have caused a little bit of a confusion. It's all the way back though with our goalkeeper. We've got just over 15 minutes to play down on the south coast. Mcnamee to Street. Elise's got space. It's gone to Mcnamee instead. There's plenty in the middle. Just play it on the ground. Williams is there. We've hit the post again. Spong's going for goal. It's a penalty. How was that not a penalty? Williams was pushed. Williams was pushed or tripped or something. Roberts is now counter-attacking for Oldham. Down the left-hand side, there's only one player in a blue shirt in the middle. If he manages to find it, I'm going to be very annoyed. Cisse to Roberts again on the left-hand side. Just end the highlight. He was offside. We have been so unlucky in this match so far. Langston with a corner, final 10 minutes. It's not managed to find one of our players. Smith's going to collect it though. Down the left, back to the corner taker Langston. Now Wakely, back in the middle to Smith. Right hand side is Zach Orr. We have got 2 central defenders up very high up the pitch and we've given up and gone all the way back to Ross Stewart. Is this a highlight or was this just the corner was the highlight? Jack Langston in the middle. Left-hand side is just going to go straight to Hui. Or Hui, maybe, one of the two. Bello to Bandiera. Hui once again. Somebody steal it. It's a long ball-ish. Long ball, kind of. It wasn't really that long, was it? Langston. Ball in the middle. Rob Street controls it well. Takes a touch. Puts it in the opposite corner. And Rob Street makes it 3-1. And hopefully that puts this game to bed. Still not quite over yet. We've got 2 minutes, of injury time to play. Webster has kicked outfield for Oldham. Are we going to make it 4? Elise's got it. Going for a run down the right-hand side. Along the touchline. Mcnamee to Smith. Across to Zach Orr. Lumps it upfield towards Street. On a hat-trick, remember. Rob Street takes a few touches. He's gone a little bit too wide. Tries to cross it in. Can't manage to find a white shirt. Oldham clear the ball. Smith gets it forward, though. Langston to Spong. In the middle is Rob Street. Lovely ball on the ground to Mcnamee. And Mcnamee dinks it over the goalkeeper, making it 4-1. We've started to make this look like it was an easy result, but we made it look hard in the first half. And there we have it. The full-time whistle goes on the south coast of England. 22 shots, 10 on target, 4 goals scored. Rob Street getting a 9.2 rating with 2 goals and an assist to his name. I'm so glad I didn't sub him off. I think if this is how our Season 5 goes with Dover Athletic, we're in for a good time. So, unlike last season, we have kicked off Season 5 with a win already. I was going to do 2 matches in this episode, but because that match literally took about 15 minutes to actually play and record, I think it's going to be quite a long video already. So we're going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching Episode 1 of Season 5. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying these videos. I'll be back next time. We're not going to go too far, I don't think. Maybe we'll go around here. Stockport, Bristol Rovers. We'll go for sort of mid-October. I think that's where we're going to go for. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Click all the buttons, comments and all that jazz. And I'll see you in episode 2. Thanks for watching. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 Dover Athletic in League 2. And today we've got 2 matches. Bristol Rovers, Port Vale in the league. We're about mid-table. We're doing all right. So, last episode, we played the 4-1 victory against Oldham, and then the wheels came off a little bit. Crawley, Forest Green and Grimsby, we lost every single game. We almost won the Crawley game. We scored 3 goals, but we also conceded 4. We then ticked over into October, where we drew 0-0 with Cheltenham. We beat Wolves under-23s in the mess that is the Johnson's Paint Trophy, or whatever it's called now, the Papa John's Trophy. And then we beat Stockport, who were 23rd, I think, at the time, 3-0. So we are back up to 10th place in the table, 13 points on the board. It's very close. I know we're 10 games in. It is very close between 7th, who are on, 6th place Colchester on 15 points, and all the way down to 19th place Scunthorpe on 10 points. So, There's a lot of teams sat in the mid-table, and fortunately for us, we're one of them. The starting lineup then for the Bristol Rovers game at home is going to be Stuart in goal, Lewis Payne, Zach Orr, Leon Pambu and Will Kokolo in defence. It's going to be Paul Searle and Jake Forster in midfield. Those two are very, very good, I think, for this level of football. Silko Thomas is going to be on the right wing. Jack Spong is going to be on the left. Dean Laird and Stuart Humphrey? Sean Humphrey? It's Stuart Humphrey. I should know that. That's literally my first name. They will be the two strikers, both the Blackburn Lonies up front. Stuart Humphrey needs to start scoring some more goals. He's very good, but he's only scored one. So we still haven't managed to really see our new kits on camera. Because they're just white, red and purple, they kind of just look the same anyway. But trust me, the new kits are there. We are wearing our brand new Adidas kit. You can see, actually, when we do the team talks, it's kind of hanging up on the coat hangers in the little scene there. We are already 15 minutes in against Bristol Rovers, and nothing at all has happened so far. And if it stays like this, we are probably going to move up one place in the table up to 9th, apparently, moving us on to 14 points. A win might be enough to put us actually into the playoffs. In order to do that, we do need some highlights game. Nope, apparently not. It's 0-0, not a single highlight to talk about so far in this match. There you can see the kits. Look at them in the background with the little Adidas logo on. We've been the better team. Have we? Have I just lied to a group of grown men? Well, I guess some of them are teenagers, but still. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad I decided to show you this match and not the match that we just won 3-0. Because, yeah, there's a lot going on, isn't there? Laird has the ball for us. He's going for a run forward across to Silko Thomas. The first highlight has taken an hour, over an hour to get here. Lewis Payne with the ball to Silko Thomas, playing as a winger. Basically, I pushed him up to be a right winger because Kokolo is actually very good as a left winger. The cross comes in and it's gone wide. I thought that had gone in because of the substitution that took place, but nope, it went wide. Weirdly, Jack Spong, who is 5'6", maybe, managed to get on the end of that. I think we need to do some changes, and our strikers might be the targets here. In fact, 3 lone players are not playing very good. We're going to do that. So we're going to keep Dean Laird on, but move him onto the right wing. We're going to do those 2 changes. So Williams, I think Williams is the poacher. Yes, he is. So Williams and Street are coming on. Dean Laird drops to be the right winger. Do we do any more changes? I don't think we do at the moment. But Dean Laird, you've got about 10 minutes, and then we might bring on Ben Mcnamee. 75 minutes, and we've got ourselves another highlight. It's taken a while, but they're starting to suddenly turn up. Simpson with the ball for Bristol Rovers. Dan's on the halfway line. Right-hand side again is Simpson. Now Anderson. A bit of space for Anderson. Kokolo's with him every step of the way, but Anderson's going to keep going. Crosses in low. Leon Pambu just kicks it on the ground to Kokolo, and we've managed to clear it upfield. Jaden Williams back to Forster. Back again to Leon Pambu. We're going the wrong way, lads. Pambu gets it from Orr, back to Zach Orr, back to Pambu, getting their pass accuracy up. That's good to see. They want to win that award for most accurate passes in 90 minutes. Williams is getting on the end of this. One-on-one with the keeper, takes a few touches, goes round, blasts it into the bottom corner. We have taken the lead against Bristol Rovers. It's taken a long time to get here, but the substitution seems to be what's done it. Do we do that one final change of Dean Laird? Just to kind of do a bit of time wasting. There's 10 minutes left to play. Laird is going to come off. Ben Mcnamee is going to be coming on the right-hand side. I mean, we've done well in the end, haven't we? Jack Spong is on an 8.2 rating. Williams at the substitute on a 7.3 because he scored the goal. There's so little going on, but somehow the team's XG is like 1.5 each. Anderson with the ball on the right-hand side, crossing. Duke McKenna's going to get there first, across to Rodell Richards. And Rodell Richards has equalised in the 90th minute of the game. The Spurs loanee, I assume he's a loanee. He's got ridiculously high potential. I can't imagine that he's decided to drop down to League 2. Has potentially rescued a point for Bristol Rovers. We're 94 minutes. We're going to play 94 minutes, and Richards has controlled this. Do not throw this away. It's been such a boring game, and then all of a sudden it's kicked off right at the end. Lawrence has controlled it well. Stewart comes out, doesn't get there. They hit the post. Zach Orr clears the ball off for a throw. We have got very, very lucky. More highlights, though. More highlights. 1 minute and about 5 seconds left. Kokolo to Pambu. Forward to Searle. Right-hand side uses Lewis Payne. Loads and loads of space for the former Saints man to run into. Down the right-hand side. Stops and goes back to Paul Searle. Middle is Forster across Will Kokolo. Loads and loads of space for the former Plymouth man, who doesn't want to move, apparently. Fair enough. Searle to Mcnamee. If we can nick a winner, I'm going to be very, very happy here. Payne on the right. On the ground to Searle. Back to Payne. Back to Searle. Somebody cross it in. It's crossed towards Williams. Williams heads over the bar. All he had to do was get it on target. I think he might have been offside anyway. It is going to hopefully just end 1-1 here then, unless we can nick the ball. We have nicked the ball. We've lost the ball. Forster is going to get a yellow card for that one. It's going to end 1-1 against Bristol Rovers then. It was boring. The first half of this match was absolutely boring. The second half, not even the second half, the last 15 minutes, it all kind of kicked off. It's still going. We are 20 seconds over. The full-time whistle eventually does go. It's a point. I will take a point. Bristol Rovers arguably deserved a little bit more. Realistically, our two strikers were poor first half, weren't they? That was our problem. Changing the strikers, and all of a sudden we score a goal. Well, that 1 point keeps us in 10th place in the table, because everyone else around us also apparently drew a match, didn't they? So Colchester, Crewe and Aldershot are just ahead of us in the table. If we win our next game and nobody else plays, we have a chance to move up to 6th. We are going to go forward to match number 2 of the episode, away from home against Port Vale down in 16th. Should be a winnable game. But then again, I thought that about quite a few of these already. Back for match number 2 of the episode, up against Port Vale. It's not Port Vale. The match got postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. It's Walsall instead, apparently. So yeah, we're going to be playing Walsall, who are roughly in the same position in the league that Port Vale were. So realistically, it's like playing Port Vale just wearing a red shirt, apparently. It's going to be Ross Stewart in goal. Payne, Hayes, Pambu and Kokolo in defence. Let's take a quick look at Tim Hayes, shall we? Tim Hayes is a versatile human. I'm training him up to be a right back, but he can also play as a centre back or a right winger if we really need him to. He's very versatile. He's not very good at tackling. Maybe we don't play Hayes. We'll play Wakely. We'll do Wakely. Wakely makes a bit more sense, and we'll do you that way round. There we go. So Pambu and Wakely in defence. Searle and Forster as the midfield, Laird and Spong as the wingers, and we've learned from our mistakes. It's going to be Street and Williams up front. That way round. There we go. Let's beat Walsall. So because of the postponed match, obviously we have played less games, but I don't think it's really affected the league table too much. We've dropped down to 14th, so maybe it has actually. Forster with a free kick after 2 and a bit minutes. Laird is there. It's found its way to Jaden Williams, and Jaden Williams gets his 7th goal of the season. I said this, I think at the end of season 4, he just needed a strike partner. I don't know what it is, just give him a strike partner, and all of a sudden, he scores goals. I don't know why, but I'm loving it. Obviously, the match isn't over yet, but if we do win this match, we're going to move up to 10th place in the table, back to where we started. Laird's cross comes in, doesn't manage to find one of our players. The header clear from Mayer. Searle gets it towards Forster. Left-hand side is Spong, chests it down. He's gone a little bit too far wide, crosses it on the ground to Williams, across to Rob Street, and Rob Street is there to bag his 4th goal of the season, the 2nd goal of the game. We are 11 minutes in and 2-0 up against Walsall. This isn't what I was expecting. Walsall are currently dropping down to 18th place, so they're currently 17th place. Port Vale literally 1 place ahead of them. So I wasn't lying when I was saying they're basically in the same place in the league. Khan to Perry for Walsall. Into the penalty area is Khan once again. Is he going to get a cross in? We are closing him down. Searle is the man. It's not a good cross. It's not a clever bit of business, though, from Jack Spong either. It's coming back towards us. Stewart punches it clear. Forster lumps it upfield over the top. Street's controlled this well. Is it going to be 3? It should be 3. Straight into the goalkeeper. It's going to be a throw, but Rob Street really should have made it 3-0 there. Instead, we're going to see something else possibly coming our way from Walsall. It's gone just over the bar from Jonathan Smith, apparently the most generic of English names there. It is still 2-0. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening in this game. It's like the opposite of the Bristol Rovers game. Kokolo to Wakely. In the middle is Searle. Back to Wakely. Kokolo again. He's going to go for a run. Forster Loads and loads of space for the old man, who's 31 years old. He's not that old. Over the top, finds Spong. Chests it down. He doesn't chest it. He controls it well. Jack Spong blasts it into the back of the net. It is 3-0 away from home against Walsall. I imagine, in real life, a lot of Walsall fans might be walking out about now. We are very much a team of 2 halves. We are either superb or really bad. We either win or lose. We very rarely draw a game. Cross comes in from Payne. It's towards Williams at the back. Heads it across Streets there. It's a great block from the defender. And Walsall can clear it upfield instead. I say instead. They just ran it forward and the highlight ended. Fair enough. And at half-time, it is 3-0. We are just dominating. Absolutely dominating. Williams, Street and Spong with the goals here. What do we do at half-time? I mean, just keep playing football. Apparently, Kokolo's on a 6-5. I don't know why you're playing so badly. Everyone else is playing well. Do we maybe do that? Let's bring on Silko Thomas as a left back. Because Kokolo, he's on a yellow card as well. That's my reasoning. He's booked. He's playing badly. Let's not get him sent off. First highlight of the second half begins. Walsall obviously do have the ball. Robinson to Leak. They've got a leak in defence. That's their problem. That's the pun right there. Don't play a leak in defence. McGurk's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. It's Kone. He's gone for a run, lumps it over the halfway line. Header back forward, though, from Jack Wakely to Jack Spong. Now Jaden Williams across to Dean Laird. Forward ball finds Street. Laird's carrying on his run into the penalty area. He's going to go for goal himself. It's fallen to Street. It's blocked on the line, and it should be 4-0. Well, the second half doesn't look as exciting as the first half. We are already just over the hour mark. Thomas to Williams. Crosses it in towards the middle. Dean Laird heads it down to Street, facing away from goal. Invites Lewis Payne forward, the fullback. I mean, our fullback gets so far up the pitch, don't they? Payne crosses it in. It's gone over everybody. Spong's picked up an injury. We need to probably bring him off, I think. Thomas back to Wakely, now Forster Kasky. Plenty of numbers in front of him. Street is one of them, and in off the base of the post. It's 4-0 against Walsall. This is what I mean. Sometimes we're superb. Other times, we're not very good at all. We've just managed to catch a game where we're superb. Right, we are going to take off Jack Spong, and we're going to bring on Stuart Humphrey as a winger. Maybe this is what he's missing. Maybe we're playing him as a striker and he doesn't want to be doing it. Maybe on that left-hand side is where he wants to be. Or we do our subs and then we get no more highlights until the end of the game. It's also an option. 82.5 minutes on the clock, one final sub. What do we do? You know what, Lewis Payne, you've had a good game. We bring on Tim Hayes as a right wing-back, even though he's probably going to be playing as a winger, which is probably quite good because he's got the ability to do so. 28 shots, 12 of them on target so far. 2 minutes of normal time remain. Walsall still slowly trying to get the ball forward. Robinson has it standing in front of me. Over the top finds Mayer. One-on-one with the keeper. Is it going to be 4-1? It is 4-1. Ronan Mayer with his third goal of the season. That wasn't very good from us, was it? But it doesn't matter. The full-time whistle eventually goes and we win the game 4-1. An XG of 3.41, 2 goals from Street, Spong and Williams as well on the score sheet. Forster Kasky getting a 9.0 because of his 2 assists in the middle of the pitch. That is a signing. In my opinion, Forster Kasky could be our greatest signing we've ever done, and he's only played about 5 games for us so far. Well, a bit of bad news is Jack Spong is injured for 8 days to 2 weeks. I mean, he's not very good, is he? If I'm perfectly honest, he's not very good. But so far this season, he's got 9 starts, 2 goals and 4 assists to his name. It doesn't matter how good his attributes are if he's doing the job on the pitch. So that is it perfectly fine. We've been fined £1,000, 6 yellow cards. Did we get 6 yellow cards? Wakely, Kokolo, Laird, Spong, Street and Humphrey. That's pretty impressive. Also, Humphrey, buddy, you've played 6 games at 1 off the bench. You've got an average rating of a 6.44. Come here, lad. Let's have a chat. Come here. Beckon with arms. Slightly positive. He might not be when he leaves. Now, I'm going to say this, or do we criticise? Right, we're going to criticise Humphrey, because I feel like if he's gone out on the piss a night before a football match, he can deal with being shouted at every now and then. Despite our recent rise up the table, I'd expect more from you. Rather disappointed. Negative. I don't think I've played that badly, but I'll do... Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm the one who picks the team. Listen to me. I stand by what I said. Well, I mean, attribute-wise, you've got everything that you should be good at football. Personality-wise, I mean, it just says balanced. So far, I've seen anything but. So, 12 games in to the League 2 season, we find ourselves bang smack in the middle of the table, 12th place after 12 games with 17 points on the board. Next episode, we're going to go forward, probably to someone in December, so we're going to miss out all of November. We're going to come back for maybe Salford. Do we do Colchester and Salford? I feel like that might be a fun one. So yeah, end of November, start of December. That's when the next episode is going to be. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager. All the comments, all the YouTubey nonsense. I've nailed this outro. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic in League 2. And actually, up the right end of the table. Currently sat 9th place on the 13th of December. Since the last episode, a lot has taken place. Last episode, we finished with the 4-1 victory, the dramatic 4-1 victory against Walsall, and then, similar to the previous episode, we then started pretty poorly, losing to Crewe, losing to Port Vale, and then things have suddenly started to pick up in the league, beating Northampton, Plymouth, beating Barrow, beating Colchester, a draw against Exeter and a draw against Aldershot as well. We also managed to beat Cheltenham in the FA Cup first round. We then drew Altrincham in the second round and drew 0-0. So we do need to have a replay of that. And if we win that replay, we'll be playing Cardiff in the third round away from home. That might help us financially. Probably not the draw that we really wanted. Today we are going to have two matches. It is going to be Salford City, 8th place Salford versus 9th place Dover, and then Newport County as well, down in 15th place. We're not going to play the Altrincham game on camera because basically we should win. We should have won that one. And this is how the league table looks almost at the halfway point. By the time this episode finishes, we're essentially at the halfway point of the season. 31 points, just 2 points off of the playoffs, and just 5 points off of automatic promotion. I don't think we're going up first time, but if we are kind of fighting, that's what we need to be doing at top half of the table. That needs to be the goal. Top goal scorer in the league, certain Jaden Williams. He loves a goal. The starting lineup for the Salford City game then will be Ross Stewart in goal, Richard Elise, Zach Orr, Leon Pambu, Will Kokolo as the defence, Paul Searle and Forster Kaski in the middle of the pitch, Laird and Spong on the wings, Humphrey and Williams as our strikers. We still haven't managed to get a tune out of Stuart Humphrey just yet, but he's starting to perform better. His last 5 games, he's got an average rating of 7.0. No goals to speak of, but he is starting to improve. We are going to individually say to Stuart Humphrey, what do we say? Out pump fist. I trust you to make the difference. It motivated him. We'll also probably say the same thing to you, just to see if it works. It does. So we're away from home then. We are still wearing our home kit. Annoyingly, every single match so far we've recorded on camera, we've been wearing our home kit, haven't we? So we haven't got the chance to see our red away kit or even the purple third kit, which I imagine probably Dover very rarely play in anyway. Elise with the ball has been complaining recently about not getting a lot of first team football, so he's getting a start today. That was a strange clearance from Zach Orr. Sonogo to Towler. Lumps it upfield for Salford. Williams is getting it for us though. Now Spong on the left-hand side, who missed a few matches through injury. Sonogo, sensible head back to King in the Salford goal. So what is the goalkeeper going to do then? Have a wander round by the looks of it. Long throw. Right-hand side is Christie. On the wing is now List. He's got not a lot of space to work with. He still managed to find the ball through to Brown. 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's a very good save from Ross Stewart and Leon Pambu, who we have offered a brand new contract to because I don't want to lose Leon Pambu, who's probably one of our best players, gets that ball clear. We could technically end this episode in the playoffs. If everything goes our way, Kokolo with a very risky slide tackle gets away with it. Laird's not going to quite get there, is he? And now Salford can come forward. List into the penalty area, hits it well over the bar. We got a bit lucky with that one. Zach Orr with the ball, 10 minutes left in the first half, plays it across to his centre-back partner Pambu. Forster Kaski to Paul Searle. Forster Kaski again, back to Pambu, left-hand side, some space, probably on the right as well. Zach Orr's lost out to Brown though. That's not good. That is really not good. Dawdling on the ball and Zach Orr trips him up. That's probably going to be a red card as well, isn't it? Or do they do double jeopardy? I think they do double jeopardy. Penalty and a yellow. If that was outside the area, that would have been a red card. It is going to be Norban stepping up to take it. He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Salford take the lead, and it is 100% Zach Orr's fault. Things aren't going to plan, are they, at the moment against Salford? They move up to 6th place in the table. We drop down to 11th as the half-time whistle goes. We've had a couple of chances. They just haven't been very good. Point finger, you've been unlucky. That seems to have motivated enough people. Let's go straight into the second half. Laird is struggling. Spong is struggling. Who else? Pambu is struggling. Elise's on a 6.2. Maybe I shouldn't be playing Elise, who I said literally earlier on that he wanted some more first-team football and I promised him I'd give it to him. Maybe that was a bad idea. Humphrey through ball to Williams, takes a touch out wide, goes for a long-range effort anyway, skims the top of the bar, goes over, remaining 1-0 to Salford at the moment. I think we do need to do this Elise substitution because he's not having a good game. Zach Orr has made amends and his second goal of the season. He didn't score a single goal last year, by the way. He's got 2 already this season. It's 1-1. I think it was Forster Kaski who took the free kick just straight onto Zach Orr's head at the back post, unmarked for the big former Arsenal defender. It's 1-1. And we are going to do this Elise sub. We are going to do Adrian Reed-Stephen, who, much like Richard Elise, hasn't been playing very well. But we kind of need to start getting somebody to play well. They're saying Pambu's on a 6.5. I don't really have any centre-back options on the bench. We do have Tim Hayes, but he's not really a centre-back. We're going to take Jaden Williams off for Rob Street as well. I think that's all we're going to do. We've got one more sub that we can obviously use. Dean Laird is looking like the prime suspect to be substituted at some point in the next maybe 10 minutes, which is not quite yet. Salford have themselves a highlight. Christie to Coleman. Forward to Azaz on the ground, finds Brown, has to go backwards, intercepted by Rob Street. Forster Kaski backwards to Leon Pambu, now Kokolo. Is this going to be a chance for us, or are we going to just completely mess this up like we did earlier for their penalty? Zach Orr lumps it over the halfway line. Rob Street, the substitute, controls it well, takes a few touches. He's hit the post again. Every single episode, I swear, Rob Street hits the post. Every single episode he seems to do this. Salford with a chance of their own. It's Ross Stewart coming out to claim that one. So the goalkeeper's got it in his hands. We've got, 17 minutes of normal time to play. Stewart's going for a wander. Long kick over the halfway line towards Humphrey with his mohawk. Doesn't get there. And Salford once again coming forward with the ball. I'm worried that Zach Orr's going to get sent off. And I think it was Walker was his name with a very long range chance. Well over the bar. Let's do this Dean Laird change, shall we? Because he's having a bit of a shocker. We will do Ben Mcnamee because that kind of makes the most sense, doesn't it? Now, if it stays this way, this actually isn't a terrible result, is it? This isn't a terrible result away from home against a side who are probably one of the better sides in the league. Salford obviously have a fair bit of money behind them. I don't know if they still do in this save, but they start off with a fair bit of money. Spong to Street, plays it on the ground to Humphrey. He's going to put the ball in, but he was offside. You can see it a mile off, and Humphrey isn't going to get himself a league goal just yet. Is there one more chance? One more chance to go Dover's way, or is it going to remain 1-0? It looks like it is going to be 1-1 against Salford, and I guess we have to take it. A penalty for Norburn. Zach Orr, though, making amends. Humphrey really should have scored, but obviously he was well offside. You've done brilliantly to salvage a draw. I am going to say to you, though, I'm not happy with you, because you got a 6.5 again. A couple more days have passed, and we've done a little bit of transfer business. Hallett is an English and I think Republic of Ireland left winger, available on a free transfer. Formerly of Brighton, we've picked him up on a free. He's going to sit in our under-18s. And Cian Pennant is formerly of Leicester City. One league game to his name as well. 21 years old striker, brought in again on a free transfer. Is he a relation of Jermaine Pennant? He's got a brother called Tyrell Pennant. He's pretty good as well. I don't think he'll want to join us. We've also loaned out Jordan McAneff to Morecambe because he wasn't playing for us. And he's not really playing for Morecambe either. 2 games off the bench, but he has scored a goal. We are the other side of the Altrincham game, and as expected, we did win the match 4-0 in the end. A Rob Street hat-trick. Jaden Williams also on the score sheet. I did kind of go full strength as well because I wanted to make sure that we get into the FA Cup third round. We are going to be playing Cardiff City, and I think that might actually be potentially in the next episode. It's going to be on the 10th of, what was that? That's January. That's how months work. It's the 10th of January. We might be playing the Cardiff game on camera, but now we have to play Newport County. We've dropped down to 11th place in the table. They are currently 16th. Let's hope that we can win this one. Maybe. We're at home. We do alright at home. So the starting lineup for the Newport County game is going to be Stewart in goal, Elise or Pambu and Silko Thomas in defence. Elise keeps his place because he actually played in the last match and was alright. Silko Thomas comes in for Will Kokolo because Kokolo hasn't been very good the last 5 games, an average rating of a 6.6, so we're going to change things up a bit there. Jack Earing and Forster Caskey will be in the middle of the pitch today. Earing obviously comes in for Paul Searle. Paul Searle, by the way, he's down here. He needs a rest, so we're going to be giving him a rest. Mcnamee and Spong on the wings. It's going to be Street and Williams up front after Street obviously scored a hat-trick in the match against Altrincham as well. There might also be a debut for Cian Pennant today as well because he is on the bench. He's made it onto the bench for his first possible appearance for the club. Newport County wearing a lovely turquoisey teal-coloured kit. Cross-field ball. Earing gets it clear though. Callahan down the left-hand side. Is he going to whip in across? Crosses it in. At the back post is Shade. And Tyrese Shade makes it 1-0. Not really the start that we wanted, was it? At home, we are 1-0 down against a team who are lower than us in the table. I'm genuinely expecting a mid-table finish this season. We kind of got a little bit of a nosebleed earlier on where we moved up very close to the playoffs. We're starting to drop down to where we should be, but we are still in touching distance. We have ourselves a throw. Silko Thomas to Forster Caskey. Thomas crosses it in. Williams at the back post. It's a terrible bit of goalkeeping, but it's gone off for a throw. Are we going to see the throw, or was that the whole highlight? That was the whole highlight, apparently so. Earing has the ball for us, 26.5 minutes. Leon Pambu gets it just inside his own half. Forster Caskey on the left is Spong. Forward to Williams. Right-hand side is Richard Elise into the penalty area. 5 white shirts to pick out if he can get his cross away. He's walked into the corner. He's managed to cross it in, and we have managed to win ourselves a penalty. Dolan has pushed Williams, apparently. It's going to be Jake Forster Caskey stepping up, the number 13, the old man of the team at just 31 years of age. Left-footed penalty. Put it in the back of the net. Son of a... It was a penalty. That's basically a free goal. Silko Thomas with a throw for us. We need to make sure we get this equaliser. Thomas crosses in. Back post is Williams. He's hit the bar. Every single match we seem to hit the bar or the post. What is going on? Still not quite at half-time. 36 minutes on the clock. Pambu's going to pick this one up eventually when he gets there. When he decides to wake up. Down the left then. The big Frenchman's going for a run. Don't like the fact that my centre-back's going for a run. Earing gets it from Forster. We've gone off towards the right-hand side. We've got a runner in Mcnamee, but Street's going off instead on the right-hand side. Elise's behind. 3 in the box. Crosses it in himself. It's a terrible cross. He's found the left-back. What a weird bit of football. What a weird bit of football. Forster to Silko Thomas on the ground. Finds Jack Spong in the penalty area. Takes a touch. Keeps it in play across to Williams. And Jaden Williams gets goal number 14 of the season. But Jack Spong must take all of the credit for that. He could have just ran the ball off the pitch. He could have shot himself, which is what they used to do in FM21. But no, he stopped it. Passed it across to an unmarked Williams. That was just sublime. Absolutely sublime. And Williams makes it 1-1. Newport have had one shot. And it was the penalty. So we should be winning this game. Silko Thomas's free kick smashes straight into the wall, apparently. Finds Zach Orr with loads of space, and Zach Orr's just blasted that into the bottom corner. The camera angle was very weird. It's been disallowed. Why has it been disallowed? Was he offside? I don't think he was offside, you know. I don't think he was offside. Half-time then, we have been the dominant side, apart from the penalty. That is literally it. We should be winning this game. We really need to be winning this game. Ben McNamee's done absolutely nothing, hasn't he? So we'll take McNamee off. Tim Hayes or Pennant? We're going to do Kean Pennant as a right winger. I mean, he can play as an inside forward on the right. Unexpected debut, I think, for Kean Pennant, but here we go. The 21-year-old is going to make his first appearance for Dover Athletic. We're moving up to 9th place currently, although a win might move us up just a little bit further up the table. Schwank, good name. I love that name. That's a great name. Rye, through ball, finds Laurie. Faced away from goal, Callaghan to Rye, takes a few touches. He has to score, and he does score. They've had 2 shots on target and scored them both. That goal came out of nothing, didn't it? That goal came absolutely out of nothing. They've had 2 shots, 2 on target, scored 2 goals. Football Manager, everybody. Right, let's try and do a change, shall we? We are going to do Stuart Humphrey coming on for Rob Street. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know. We've got one more change to try and do. Pennant isn't really making an impact, which is no surprise. He's making his debut kind of out of position. Day with a free kick with about 15 minutes to play. It's Farquharson, good name. Runs the ball forward. Rye, forward again. Finds Laurie. He's gone off towards the right-hand side. Big Leon Pambu's chasing him down, though. Laurie's still going. Crosses it in. We need to get that clear, and we do through Richard Elise, but it's coming straight back towards us by the looks of it. Livermore to Elliott. Forward to Rye. Once again, back to Elliott. Across to Livermore. Forward to Rye. Leon Pambu, the big Frenchman, sticks a leg out, nicks the ball. And now, here we go. Pennant on the right-hand side. On his debut. Can he make an impact? Goes off towards the corner. Back to Richard Elise. He's going to try and go and maybe get a cross in. Is he going to do it? He does cross it in front. Post is Williams. And Jaden Williams is there. It is 2-2. His 15th goal of the season. He's celebrating like we've just won the game, lads. We're still drawing the match. I'd like to point out that Kean Pennant was involved in that. He didn't get the assist, but he got the assist to the assist. That counts for something, right? 3 minutes of injury time is just disappearing very, very quickly. The full-time whistle does go, and it is another draw. But that, it's almost the definition of being FM'd, isn't it? An XG of 2.63, against their 0.75. They only had 2 shots on target up until maybe the 60th minute, And yeah, we really shouldn't have gave away the penalty. I say penalty, it wasn't a penalty. What am I talking about? Shouldn't have gave away the penalty. We really should have scored our penalty. It's a mess. It's a mess of a game. We should have won that. So weirdly, even though that was another draw, we are now 8 unbeaten in the season. Basically, November was a very good month for us. We were actually 3rd place manager of the month. I believe Emma Hayes, who is the manager of Port Vale, got manager of the month. We should have been maybe 2nd. Port Vale had a good month. Ours was pretty good, but I guess we did draw against Exeter, Aldershot, and now obviously Salford and Newport County. So we're not necessarily picking up enough points, but we're doing a reasonable job. 33 points so far on the board. If we take a look, last season, what do we need to survive? 44 points. That's our target, and we are most of the way there. We are 3/4 of the way there. We should be guaranteeing ourselves survival come the end of January, maybe? That might be optimistic. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, I think what we're going to do is going to be a bit of a split episode. We're going to go for Cardiff, obviously in the FA Cup 3rd round, but we've already played Bristol Rovers. We are going to play Port Vale. The match that we were supposed to play last episode that got postponed, we're going to try and get a Port Vale game in. For some reason, I really want to play Port Vale on camera this season. Thank you very much for watching this one. 2 draws and technically a win as well if you include the Altrincham game. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and you're enjoying the video. Stick your comments down in the comments section below about how we should be doing a different system, I don't know, to maybe score some more goals, or maybe we need a new goalkeeper. That's something I'm genuinely considering. But thank you very much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one where maybe we might win in the FA Cup third round. That would be lovely if we do. It's FA Cup third round day today. Cardiff City away from home. It's definitely a match we could win. We're also finally going to be playing Port Vale on camera. I don't know why I'm so adamant about playing Port Vale on camera, but I really want to do it for some reason. So, since last episode, we played Salford and Newport County, obviously. We won 6-1 against Colchester, 2-1 against Rochdale, and a 1-1 draw against Cheltenham. Not a huge amount really has gone on. Today, it is going to be Cardiff, and it's going to be Port Vale. We're going to play Charlton in the JPT Southern... It's not JPT, it's PJT now. It's the PJT, and we're also going to be playing Bristol Rovers as well, and then we'll come back for the Port Vale game. We currently sat 8th place in the table, just 1 point off of a playoff spot. Because we're now in the Football League, we do have a transfer window, but we've not really got any money to buy anybody. We have loaned out Adrian Reed-Stephen, though, to Morecambe. The starting lineup then for the Cardiff City game will be Ross Stewart in goal, Elise, Orr, Pambu and Kokolo in defence, Forster, Kasky and Searle in the middle of the pitch with Dean Laird on the right, Jack Spong on the left, Jaden Williams and Stuart Humphrey as our strikers. Today, we need Humphrey to start scoring some goals. He's got 3. He's starting to get there. It's nowhere near the 11 of Rob Street or the 16 of Jaden Williams, though, is it? Or even the 8 of Dean Laird. Sorry if the start of this video was very loud with traffic. Didn't realise I had my windows open. Anyway, let's play Cardiff. Now, I don't know how well Cardiff are doing in the league. I don't think it's particularly well. They're certainly not in the top half, but they're also not in a relegation scrap. I think they're kind of 17th, 16th, 17th, something like that. So it's certainly a team that we might be able to beat, although we are 15 seconds in. And is that Isaac Success playing in the Championship? Brown's gone for goal for Cardiff. It goes over the bar. 3 minutes and 40 seconds in, and maybe we've got ourselves a chance. Laird to Forster, Kasky, back to Paul Searle, over the top. Stuart Humphreys controlled it well, and Stuart Humphreys has rattled the bar, and the Mohawk striker cannot get on the end of it, and it is cleared for a throw. Humphrey's never going to score on camera, is he? Forster, Kasky's corner comes in, and big Zach Orr is there. What a header that is from the centre-back. We have taken the lead in the FA Cup third round away from home against Cardiff. If we win this, we get a 4th round tie, and we have to hope for one of the big boys. We really have to hope for one of the big boys, because we're kind of only in this for the money. Cardiff with a corner of their own, though. Are they going to pull it back to a 1-1? They're not. Andrew in with the effort at the front post there. He's cleared, I think it was Richard Elise. 16 minutes now. So there's a lot going on. So far, there is a lot going on in this FA Cup tie. Andrew in back to Perry Ng. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say it. It's Mass. Back to Rawls. Now Andrew in. Forward. Through ball. Finds Mass. A very good pass that is from the former Arsenal man, I think. Crosses it in. Brown's there. Headed effort. Unmarked. And Jacob Brown makes it 1-1. His 12th goal of the season. Maybe I was kind of counting my chickens and all that. Thinking after we took the lead, we might be going through. Lowry with a corner. It's a clearance, I think, from Paul Searle. It is. Joe Rawls is going to pick the ball up there outside. Long pass all the way back to the defence. On the left-hand side now is Lowry. McCallum's not going to get there. Elise clears but can't get it over the defence. And Cardiff carrying on to come forward with the ball. We've intercepted it again. Laird needs to go backwards to our goal scorer and captain by the looks of it. Zach Orr. Stewart's clearance. Lovely. Absolutely brilliant clearance that is from the goalkeeper to find Dean Laird. He's going for a run towards goal. Across. Jaden Williams is there, and Jaden Williams blasts that into the back of the net. That all came from Ross Stewart. 100% that was Ross Stewart who should be getting the assist for that goal. That's not how assists work, but that pass to find Dean Laird was spectacular. And he goes up by 0.2 for that pass. He should be on a 7.1 at this point. Still not quite at half time. Cardiff with another chance. 3 minutes left to play. It's a free kick just inside the Dover half. McCallum is the man to take it. On the ground to Mass. Lowry to Bernard. Could be either. Could be French. Could be English. Andrin's in on goal. Ross Stewart doesn't come out and claim it. But luckily for us, they've hit the post and Zach Orr can clear the ball. We are lucky to be in front, but I'm very happy that we are in front. Cardiff should have probably scored a couple of chances. That last chance that we've just seen, realistically, they should have scored that one. We're just going to say that. Jack Spong, 6.4. Cocolo's on a 6.5. Stuart Humphrey, of course, he's not playing well because he never plays well. We are probably going to look at bringing him off in the next maybe 15 minutes. Spong's not going to get on the end of that. Forster Kasky, the old man, needs to get there first and does so. I feel bad about calling a 31-year-old an old man, but compared to the rest of our team, he's about 7 years older than most of them. It's all the way back to Stuart, kicks it upfield, finds another one of our players. Williams can't control it though, but Bernard, still not quite sure whether he's English or French, just kicks it straight back to our goalkeeper. Cocolo to Leon Pambu. He's gone for a long ball forward this time. Bernard gets it upfield. What's this highlight? What is this highlight? I'm concerned. I'm very concerned that our goalkeeper's not on his line now. Searle back to Zach Orr. There's a goal. There's a goal happening. This is one of those highlights. It's gone on for too long. There's a goal going to happen, and hopefully Jack Spong might be the man to get it. Williams is in the middle. There's a few more options joining him. Loses it, crosses it in anyway. Dean Laird is there. Dean Laird hits the bar. Bernard is going to get the ball clear. He does so. And that ends the highlight. It's Deshaun Bernard. I'm not even sure. He's English. I'm just going to carry on calling him Bernard. McCallum's throw for Cardiff. Isaac's success. Back to McCallum. 53 minutes played. Crosses it and hits the first man. That's good. Dean Laird's not going to get there first. Lowry to Isaac's success. Back to McCallum on the left-hand side. Searle's with him. Laird is there as well. McCallum doesn't quite manage... Well, he does manage to pass the ball. It's now Andrin to Brown through ball on the right-hand side. Is Perry Young. Is he going to get his second assist of the game? On the ground to Andrin. Crosses it in. What's happened there? Defence. Sander Mars has made it 2-2. I don't know what went on there. I think Ross Stewart really should be blamed for that. So I don't really know what happened. Like, what went on? So the cross came in. It's Andrin there with the cross. It hits... I think it hit Zach Orr. It might have hit Zach Orr, and then Mass was just there to kind of just pick up the pieces. Right, that goal has meant that we are going to do ourselves some changes. Humphrey for Street. We knew that one was going to happen. Spong for Mcnamee. And we'll do that. Put Dean Laird on the opposite flank. Cocolo for Silko Thomas. All of our changes after 56 minutes. When we are drawing 2-2 with Cardiff. That's kind of... I mean, that seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? Thomas's throw to Forster Kasky. Through ball, tries to find Laird and can't manage to do it. Wasn't the pass to really be going for. Silko Thomas again. Over the top, Laird on the left-hand side. Needs to try and get the cross in back to Thomas. Facing away from goal. Forster Kasky going the wrong way, lads. 65th minute. Pambu to Paul Searle. Now Mcnamee. Elise, loads and loads of space. Plenty of white shirts in the middle. We're going for a little bit of an overload by the looks of it. Elise takes his time. It's Mcnamee in the area. Across. It's tried to find Williams. It's fallen to Street. How have we not scored? How have we not scored in that? Jacob Dennis can hold on to that ball. We should have put that one in somehow. I don't really want to have a replay. I really don't want to have a replay if we can help it. Like I said, we are in this for the money. They've dropped down to 10 men because of an injury. We've got a highlight in the 88th minute. Pambu doesn't get there. It's Ben Mcnamee. Mcnamee almost wins it for us. Laird, I think, was offside. He was offside. We've hit the bar twice now in this match. Pambu with a free kick. Final 2 minutes of normal time plus stoppage time. Ball over towards the right-hand side. It's Curtis Nelson to head all the way back to the goalkeeper. So what is going on? Deshaun Bernard. Now Perry Young, right-hand side. Brown is going to go for a run maybe. No, he's not. He's gone backwards. Now long ball over the top. Allen's going to get on the end of it. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He's taken it round him. And that is just heartbreaking. The 89th minute. Cardiff have taken the lead. They're down to 10 men. That's our FA Cup dream over. Let's hope that there are a lot of people in the stands. 13,743. That's a reasonable attendance. The full-time whistle does go. I mean, I should be more upset than what I am. We really... I mean, we did so well. We did so well in that game. We hit the bar twice. How many clear-cut chances? We hit the bar 3 times, apparently. Clear-cut chances, just the one apiece. Oh, that's kind of annoying. But we did well. We picked up a lot of money as well. What has that done for our financial situation? It's given us £100,000. £168,000 from gate receipts just this month. That's huge, isn't it? That's absolutely massive. Normally we get about 90,000. We've doubled it and we're only on the 10th of January. Well, the cup run is over. Financially, we've kind of recovered a little bit. We've got 2 games in hand over most teams above us. We're now going to go forward to this Port Vale game. We have Charlton and Bristol Rovers to play. Charlton is obviously in the Johnson's Paint. Papa John's, it's a Papa John's trophy. I will always call it a Johnson's Paint trophy because as a Southampton fan, it's probably one of the only things we've won in recent memory. Let's go forward to Port Vale. We are back and we finally get to play the Port Vale game. It has not been postponed. I feel like we were supposed to play Port Vale back in October. It's now the 20th of January. In between the matches, we have played 2 further games in the Papa John's Trophy where we win 1-0 against Charlton. Stuart Humphrey with the goal in this one. We also picked up £40,000, which is a stupid amount of money for a competition that nobody cares about. But we picked up 40k, which actually put us into the black for the first time for a very long time. And then away from home against Bristol Rovers, we win 3-2 thanks to a Jaden Williams 82nd minute winner. We've also recalled Mark Murray from his loan spell at Boston United in the Vanarama South, North even, because he's actually not terrible. So we've called him back. He's actually very good. Mark Murray has already scored for us on his return. The starting lineup for the Port Vale game then. It will be Ross Stewart in goal. Elise or Pambu and Silko Thomas at the back. Thomas comes in because Kokolo is currently out suspended after picking up 45 yellow cards or something absolutely ridiculous. Our midfield will be Paul Sell and Forster Kasky. It's going to be Murray on the right, Jack Spong on the left, Dean Laird and Jaden Williams as our strikers for this one. The match that we have just played, the Bristol Rovers game, was literally 2 days ago. We've had 1 day break. For some reason, we played on the Sunday when everyone else played on the Saturday. We had a day off, and now we're back playing Port Vale. So, yeah, we've got some, let's say, some fitness concerns. Along with our fitness concerns, we are actually on a 12-game unbeaten run, which is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how we're doing so well. It's an early corner for Port Vale, and it's off the bar. It's still 0-0, but it's off the bar. You can see as well, we are now currently up into technically 8th place. If we draw this game, we'll move up into 7th place. We were 9th and 10th at the start of this episode, us and Port Vale. So yeah, we've moved up because of the Bristol Rovers win, and we still have a couple of games in hand as well. Silko Thomas with the ball for us. Right-hand side pass finds Mark Murray. Richard Elise. Murray's going to hopefully carry on his run. He doesn't bother. Murray, lovely ball though. Finds Elise. 3 in the box. On the ground to Dean Laird. It's fumbled by the goalkeeper. It's a wonderful save. It's a wonderful block. And it is going to be an offside flag for Dean Laird because he's always offside. Forster Kasky with a free kick now. 24th minute. Zakor is there. And Zakor's done it again. Zakor went through an entire season without scoring any goals, and all of a sudden, the former Arsenal man is back in the goals. That is 2 goals in 1 episode. And that goal as well is going to be enough to move us up to 6th place in League 2 with 2 games in hand, I think. Gibbons crosses it in. Silko Thomas really should have got there. Ethan Leake just leaps the highest, makes it 1-1. Silko, you have to take the blame for that one. Forster Kasky with a free kick. 10 minutes left to play. It's Dean Laird. I thought it was going to be Zakor again. Dean Laird this time heads that one over the bar. 1-1 as we approach the half-time whistle. Forster Kasky is looking very, very tired. He did have a cold like 2 days ago. He missed the Bristol Rovers game. Holm crosses in for Port Vale. Leak once again at the back post. Ellis is there this time with a headed effort just wide of Ross Stewart's post. It is probably going to remain 1-1 at half-time. Port Vale looking like the slightly better side, but we've had a couple of chances go our way. Gibbons, not the best control, and now Murray can get it forward for us. Dean Laird playing as a striker today. Position he doesn't play too often for us at the moment. Richard Elise back to Paul Sell. Lots of yellow cards around our squad at the moment. Elise is going to hopefully keep that in. He does. He crosses in. Jaden Williams is there. In off the underside of the bar. Goal number 20 of the season for the former Spurs man. And as we tick over into the 47th minute of 47, hopefully, we take the lead against Port Vale, and we're going to go 2-1 up at half-time. That Jaden Williams goal was an absolutely brilliant goal. That was a team goal, wasn't it? It was a very good team goal. Things are going well. You're capable of better. You weren't bad. Let's do this one because it does seem to fire up some people. Good enough. Our wingers not doing so well at the moment. We're not going to change them, obviously, because we don't really do too many changes. Murray's gone up to a 6-6. Spong is dropping down on a 6-4 at the moment. Cross-field ball from the free kick. We've got it clear. And for some reason, Port Vale just let us have that. It's 2v2. Sal's going off towards the left-hand side. We need some more numbers. We've got 1, maybe 2 in the box. One of them is Jack Spong. Does have the ball. Poor control from Spong. We're going backwards, lads. We had the numbers. We had the numbers advantage. Didn't make use of it. Instead, we managed to find Jaden Williams. And Jaden Williams tucks that ball away into the bottom corner. It's 3-1 against Port Vale. Forster with a free kick just before the hour mark. Williams now on a hat-trick. If we can get there first, we should be able to. Yes, we do. Zach Orr as well on the score sheet so far today. Elise's gone off down the right-hand side, crosses it in. It's found Dean Laird. Strange bit of goalkeeping. He wanted to dive just to make it look like he was a bit concerned. But it was going well wide. Right, we're going to do ourselves a change. It's going to be Mark Murray coming off for Mcnamee. We're going to do Cian Pennant coming on for Jack Spong. So double change on the wings. Pennant has been out injured. And now so has Jaden Williams. Potential upper body injury. Well, Rob Street's coming on then. Forster corner for us. No hat-trick then today for Jaden Williams. Leon Pambu's collected it for us. Zach Orr across Silko Thomas, number 3. Go for a little run down that left-hand side. Where are you going, buddy? Don't lose Silko. Silko Thomas has had a bit of a shocker today. He's on a 6-7, but he's done pretty poorly. He is basically at fault for their goal. He's losing the ball in stupid positions. Cian Pennant to Forster on the halfway line. Back to Thomas. Forster again, lumps it over towards Dean Laird, chests it down, needs a runner, lovely flick through, and how have we not scored again? Rob Street, he was offside. Of course he was offside. Even though we've got the 2-goal lead, I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried. It seems a little bit too close for my liking. Just 1 goal from Port Vale suddenly opens this game up. Although, I say that, time's just disappearing very, very quickly, isn't it? We have got 5 minutes of injury time. Why have we got so much injury time? Conlon's free kick. It's a header clear. Mcnamee gets it down to Searle. Forster can't do any more running. He has just ran himself into the ground by the looks of it. Saul Shotton to Conlon. Forward to Ellis. In the middle is Ferris. Takes a few touches. Gets in on goal. And he really should have scored that, shouldn't he? He just smashed that straight over the bar. And we're still not done. We've got 30 seconds. Pennant's been flattened by Dehaney. It's going to be a free kick in a pretty decent position. Is it Forster It's not. It's Silko Thomas. Silko Thomas is stepping up to take it. Long range chance. Hits it straight into the wall. Don't think this is really highlight worthy, guys. Or maybe it is. Hold on. Thomas has the ball. Plays it on the ground towards Forster Finds Zach Orr outside the area. Is he going to get his second of the game? He does like to go for strange shots like that. We're over the 95. Is anything happening in this highlight? The 2 centre-backs are there on the right wing for me for some reason. Pambu with it. Loses the ball. The full-time whistle goes. It is 3-1 against Port Vale. We finally played the game. And we won it 3-1. I'm worried about this Williams injury. This could be pretty big. 5 to 7 weeks. Fractured ribs. 5 to 7 weeks. That's bad, isn't it? That is bad. We're going to spend the money. Even though using the doctor is exactly the same, we'll just send you to a specialist. Just because I want you fighting fit. You are very, very good for us. You've scored 19 league goals so far this season. 2 in the FA Cup as well. You are our goal scorer, and when you look at his first season, 3 in 25, the last 2 seasons, 17 and 19, and 26 and 23. He's found his scoring boots. Well, that victory then moves us up to 6th place in the table, 46 points on the board, just 3 points behind an automatic promotion spot. Plymouth are already promoted, by the looks of it. They are 16 points clear of 2nd place with a game in hand. How are they doing so well? We are 1 game in hand. If we win that game in hand, we will move to 2nd place in the table. That is not what I was expecting at the start of this season. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to go... Where are we going to go? Crewe Forest Green. I think we'll go for Crewe Forest Green, and then maybe we'll do sort of Mansfield Bradford, and then we'll end it with Barrow and Newport, I think. Although, things might already be tied up. So yeah, we'll go... I won't say Crewe and Forest Green. We'll go somewhere in here. Grimsby. Grimsby in 3rd sounds like a good one. Crewe in 4th. We'll do those 2. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel as well. If you are new and you're enjoying these videos, you can like the video. You can stick your comments down below as well. And I'll be back next time with more Dover Athletic. And maybe we'll be into the automatic promotion spots. Thanks for watching. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022, where today we're going to be up against 4th place Grimsby and 6th place Crewe. We are sandwiched in between those in 5th in the table. We are deeply rooted in a playoff battle. In fact, I'd argue that we are in a battle for that final automatic promotion spot, which is currently being occupied by Bradford City. We have a game in hand, which is against Crewe. So, yeah, it's not the easiest game in hand, is it? We're also going to be playing Forest Green in this episode, but not on camera. we've had the January transfer window has closed, and we've brought in a brand new player. His name is Ashley Phillips, formerly, apparently, on loan, of Salford and at Blackburn. He's been brought in from Blackburn on loan until the end of the season. He's not really played a huge amount. He's actually played in the Championship this season. We've brought him in because we didn't have a huge amount of centre-back options behind Orr and Pambu, and I think Wakely's probably our third one, and then a few sort of injured and sort of fringe central defenders. Ashley Phillips has come in, and he's basically going to be probably one of the first names on the team sheet now. In between episodes, we have won pretty much everything, apart from losing against Swindon in the Papa John's Trophy quarter-final, which is kind of annoying. I was hoping to just work our way into the final of that one, but apparently Swindon had other ideas. We also lost against bottom-of-the-table Oldham. I think Oldham, I don't know how we did this. We played them earlier on in the season, and we went 1-0 down and then won 4-1, didn't we? It was like the first episode. So we just lost this one. And then we beat Stockport and Crawley 2-0 and 2-0. We also beat Walsall 2-0. The starting lineup for the Crew game then is a little bit different than what was expected, particularly the midfield and the wingers and the strikers. It's going to be Stewart in goal, Elise or Phillips and Kokolo in defence. It's going to be Ashton? Alistair Smith? Who's Ashton Smith? Alistair Smith and Jack Earing in the middle of the pitch. Mark Murray and Dean Laird on the wings. Rob Street and Cian Pennant up front. If we scroll down and have a look, Forster Kasky injured 3 to 4 weeks. We've also got Jaden Williams still currently out injured. Will hopefully be back soon. Might be back in time for the Grimsby game. Paul Searle is just a very tired boy. Stuart Humphreys is suspended because he got sent off after 5 minutes in the Oldham game. And then you can see as well Luke Pearce, Leon Pambu, Jack Spong, a few others as well. Paul Skidmore, Ben Mcnamee, Silko Thomas, all somewhat tired. It's been a busy couple of months. So we did lose our big unbeaten run, but then we've kind of just started another one. And I've just seen as well, we're wearing our purple third kit. This is the first time, I think, all season that we've managed to wear our purple third kit. And apparently Crew away from home is where we get to do it. It's going to be a Mark Murray cross. It's fallen its way to Cian Pennant, who's put the ball in, but the flag goes up. I'm not sure who was offside, but it isn't going to count. Pennant and a few other players. Fair enough. Rob Street has the ball in a very advanced position to start a highlight. 11 minutes on the clock. Street has it on the ground to Laird. Back to Street, not the best pass. Kokolo finds Street to Earing, to Murray in the penalty area. Needs some support. He's facing away from goal. It's found its way to Alistair Smith, and what an absolute rocket that is from Alistair Smith, who, by the way, basically started throwing his toys out of the pram saying he wanted some more first-team football. I want to go out on loan. And I went, you know what, lad? We'll give you some first-team football here. Since he's started playing, he scored twice. And if he keeps scoring goals like this, he might be keeping his place. That goal is enough to move us into the automatic promotion spots as well. Up to third place in the table. Mark Murray's corner for us. It's towards the middle. Fisted clear by Hudson, the goalkeeper. Laird keeps the ball alive. Murray again. 2, maybe 3 in the box. Crosses it in. We can't quite see what's going on, but Cian Pennant is there at the front post to get his first ever goal for Dover Athletic, wearing the lovely third purple kit. It's 2-0 against Crew. This is going a lot better than I thought it would. Look at those match ratings. 40 minutes on the clock, and we've got so many people deep into the 7s. We've also got Kokolo and Rob Street on a 6.6 and a 6.5, so I don't know what they're quite doing. It is 2-0 to Dover Athletic at half-time. Well done. Keep going, I guess. Crew have done a change. They brought on Jerome Sinclair. I don't know what position Jerome Sinclair plays. On the right wing, apparently, is where they've decided to put him. But looking at their match ratings compared to ours, they're just not playing well. We do need to look at probably doing a change or two in the second half. Rob Street is a key player I think we might need to look at bringing off. Unless he can do something a bit special. Earing across to Richard Elise into the penalty area. The right back, is he going to cross the ball in? There are plenty of purple shirts in the middle. He's been pushed over by Husband. That is going to be a second yellow card. They're going to go down to 10 men. And we have ourselves a very good opportunity from a decent position that we're not going to see. Fair enough. Right, let's do ourselves some changes. Fitness first. Mark Murray is going to be the first man to come off. Ben Mcnamee is going to come on the right-hand side. Alistair Smith, the goal scorer for Jack Langston. Swap you two round because Langston certainly is not a ball-winner midfielder. And Rob Street, I think, is going to come off, but I don't know who to bring on. Do we do Laird up front and then do... we're on the left-hand side, so Silko Thomas, I guess, has to be a left winger, which is fine. All of our changes then on the 67th, 68th minute. Will Kokolo with a free kick a couple of seconds later, and the fullback's effort is saved well by Hudson. It's gone off for a corner. Kokolo as well has gone over to take the corner. Why is Will Kokolo taking our corners? They're not very good apparently. Marlon Fossey heads that clear. Kokolo now with a throw. He's taken all of the set pieces. Crosses the ball in. Mcnamee's there. Headed effort from the winger. Goes wide of the goalkeeper's post. Still 2-0 to Dover. With the man advantage, this surely has to just be 3 points in the bag. Langston's free kick number 6 towards Ashley Phillips. His headed effort goes wide of the post. Final 10 minutes of the game. 2-0 up. 10 men that we're playing against. We are just the better side here. We're going to move into the automatic promotion spots, which at the start of the season I was not expecting this, but I'm very happy this could be what is going to happen, and we might be a League One side by the end of the season. Dover move into promotion contention. That is very good. That's not good. Mark Murray is out for 4 to 7 weeks. He's just returned from a loan spell in the last episode. And since he's come back, he's got 2 assists and a goal to his name. An average rating of 7.07. For him to pick up that injury, that's annoying. That's quite annoying. We're now going to go forward to the Grimsby game. Obviously, we're going to play Forest Green off camera. We're going to come back on the 21st of February, and hopefully we're still in third. We're back for the Grimsby game, and we are still up in third place in the table. We did draw 3-3, though, with Forest Green. Wasn't ideal. Kean Pennant actually scored 2 more goals than that, so we're going to give him a start today. I don't know why I dropped him. It's going to be Ross Stewart in goal, Elise Orr, Pambu and Kokolo in defence, Searle and Smith in the middle, Laird and Spong on the wings, Pennant and Humphrey today as our strikers on the bench. Afari, Phillips, Earring, Thomas, Wakely, Langston and Rob Street. We do have Jaden Williams is back from his injury, but we really shouldn't be playing him, so we're not even going to risk him at the moment. We've got, I think, Exeter next up after the Grimsby game, and they're down in 22nd, so maybe we bring Williams back for that, and he scores a hat-trick against them. We have gone for most of this season without wearing our third kit, and now in today's episode we're wearing it for both matches against Crewe and Grimsby. There you can see the league table then, third place, 60 points on the board if you include the point from our current draw. We need to really close the gap to second, because at the moment we could drop some points and basically we'll drop straight out into the playoffs. If we can close the gap, we can hopefully maybe bring Bristol Rovers into this fight as well. Kokolo crosses in, Humphreys there, he's not going to get it. Laird isn't going to get there either. Grimsby have cleared the ball upfield. How do we not even have a real shot in that? Zach Orr's going for a run. Finds Stuart Humphrey with his mohawk. He's gone off towards the right-hand side. He's started to get better. It's taken a long time. It's Spong with the ball on the left-hand side. There's 2 in the middle, maybe 3. Crosses in, Humphreys there on the volley. Laird's there to pick up the pieces. And Dean Laird gets his 10th goal of the season. 13 minutes played. Humphrey apparently is going to claim an assist for that. Don't think he really knew too much about it. And that goal, importantly, closes the gap on Bristol Rovers, but extends the gap on 4th place Bradford to 4 points. So we could lose a game and still keep our 3rd place. It's a clearance from Grimsby. Sam Bowen was the man to do it, apparently. Zach Orr has it, though, for us. Paul Searle down the right-hand side. We need to probably look at trying to extend Searle's loan into next season, especially if we get promoted, because he's a very useful player, probably League One, maybe even Championship standard footballer. Far too good for us. Wellens has gone for a run down the left-hand side for Grimsby. Crosses it on the ground to Mather. Now Bowen, now Williams. Somebody steal it. Dean Laird is the man, but doesn't get the pieces. He doesn't pick up the pieces. McGee's gone for a curling effort and just wide of Ross Stewart's post. Stays 1-0 to Dover Athletic, but Grimsby did get close. Annoyingly, Bristol Rovers are winning their game, so they've extended their lead ahead of us as well in the table. Searle's going to pick this ball up. Half an hour on the clock. Leon Pambu to Orr. Spong on the left-hand side. Number 7 plays it on the ground to nobody. What a strange pass. Elise's gone for a run. He's going to use his pace. There's 4 in the box. 2 lurking outside. Searle back to Elise. Crossing. Laird's there. Doesn't get on the head. And it's going to be Ashley Smith. Ashley. I'm making up his name. It's Alistair. It's Alistair Smith. Elise's got the ball on the right now. Is he going to cross it? He doesn't. He finds Searle. Where are we going to go? All the way back to Zach Orr. Is he going to get a goal in this episode? Leon Pambu to Zach Orr once again. Back to Pambu. Back to Orr. Back to Pambu. Back to the goalkeeper. Fair enough, we're going that way instead. Stuart, well outside of this area, smashes it upfield, finds Kean Pennant on the ground, and Stuart Humphrey is there. Stuart Humphrey gets his 6th goal of the season. Kean Pennant there with the assist. Pennant is amazing. I never knew this. I signed him as a backup. Pennant has come in because we kind of needed a few more striking options, and he's getting goals and assists for fun. Mikael Njoli, I think that's his name, has equalised for Aldershot against Bristol Rovers, which means that we are closing the gap on second place. Half-time, it is 2-0. I'm pleased we've created chances. Let's go straight into the second half. I want to see another goal from Humphrey. He's not scored too many goals for us. He's got one so far. Hopefully he can get one, maybe two more. Score a hat-trick, buddy. Dean Laird is looking a little bit worse for wear for some reason. Second half, we've had no highlights so far. I think we are going to do ourselves some subs. Laird is one of the men to come off. What do we do here? Do we do Pennant onto the wing, and then we'll do Laird for Street, and we'll do that. And then do we look at possibly Searle? Searle for Earring. We'll just go for that. We're looking at Will Kokolo as well. Soko Thomas is on the bench. Kokolo, our left back never seems to play well. I don't know what it is. Our left back never seems to play well at the moment. And unfortunately, that means Kokolo never seems to play well. Final 5 minutes-ish of the match. And Grimsby have themselves a chance. Owen with the ball. Dinks it over. Finds Crane on the left. Loads of space. Lovely volley as well from Mather. Goes over the bar. And it's going to be a goal kick? Maybe it was a free kick. I'm not quite sure. And that is going to do it then. That is a very good, very comfortable 2-0 victory away from home against Grimsby. That is a very long trip to go from Dover all the way up to Grimsby to pick up 3 points, 2 goals scored. A very good all-round performance there. XG of nearly 2 as well. So far, things are looking promising for promotion. So in between episodes, we lost our unbeaten run, but like I said, we have started another one literally from the day after, or the game after, we lost against Oldham. So Stockport Crawley, Crewe, Forest Green and Grimsby, we have picked up in this episode alone 7 points. Third in the table, 62 on the board. We are only 3 points clear, actually. I think we might have been the early kickoff, because Salford seem to have won their game against Barrow, which means they're just 3 points behind us, but our goal difference is far, far superior. I don't know what's going on with Plymouth. Plymouth are just running away with it for some reason. They have lost twice though, and one of them was us. Next episode, I think we're going to go towards the end of March, which is hopefully going to include a youth intake as well, maybe. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to go for Bradford City and Scunthorpe. I know Scunthorpe are way down the table in 20th, but that's where we're going to go for, which means Exeter, Northampton, top of the table, Plymouth, Aldershot in 7th, Mansfield in 10th. Those will be our opponents off camera. We'll return for Bradford City. And maybe we might have confirmed ourselves some form of playoff spot, or we've hopefully extended our gap between us and the playoffs, and we're in the driving seat for automatic promotion. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, stick your comments in the comment section down below about how good Stuart Humphreys has suddenly turned into a very good footballer all of a sudden. I don't know why he's done that, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Today is going to hopefully be quite a big episode because one of 3 things is likely to happen. Thing number 1, we fall out of the playoffs. Thing number 2, we fall out of the automatic promotion spots. Thing number 3, we finish in the top 3 and we get promoted to League One. That's right, today is going to be the final regular season games and hopefully final episode of Season 5. Because we have got 7 matches, maybe 6 matches left to play. I think it's 7 matches left to play. We are currently 1 point ahead of 4th place Crewe into the automatic promotion spots. We are 4 points behind Bristol Rovers, but we are technically in the driving seat. We start off today with a matchup against Bradford City. We might also be playing Salford. We will see how things go. Let's kick off against Bradford to begin. The starting lineup for the Bradford City game. We are at home, so we are hopefully going to be picking up the 3 points here. It's going to be Ross Stewart in goal, Elise, Phillips, Orr and Kokolo in defence. Earring and Smith as our defensive midfielders. Central midfielders, I don't know why I said defensive midfielders. Mcnamee and Laird on the wings with Williams and Humphrey as our strikers for this one. Afari, Wakely, Langston, Pennant, Hayes, Murray and Street all round off the subs bench. We need to really win this game. Now, I haven't done the maths, but I think if we were to beat Bradford, I think we're essentially guaranteeing playoff football. We are, what is that? We are quite a distance. 12 points clear at the moment. Another 3 points should extend that lead, obviously, to hopefully 15 points. Stewart comes out, claims that one. after 7 minutes. I don't think it actually will guarantee us playoff football, but we are so far away from the non-playoff footballing teams that we should be basically keeping our place in the top 7. Mcnamee's got this ball on the right-hand side for us, just ticks over into the 7th minute, tries to find Williams, heads down to Smith, through ball once again to Williams, and Jaden Williams is there, returning from his injury a couple of matches ago, gets his 23rd goal of the season, 1-0 up against Bradford City, and we are in the driving seat once again for automatic promotion. That isn't going to be enough to push us ahead of Bristol Rovers, partially because I think they're playing today. They are playing against Oldham. It is currently 0-0 there, but we go 2 points behind them at this point. Elise, ball forward, terrible ball, and it's all the way back to Burgoyne in the Bradford City goal. He's gone for a little run, kicks it over the halfway line. It's a header forward from Dixon Peters, but Zach Orr collects it. Kokolo back to Zach Orr. I think I've got my centre-backs the wrong way round. I think I'm playing Zach Orr as a centre-back and Ashley Phillips as a ball player, where I want Zach Orr to be the ball player. It doesn't matter, because we're winning the game currently. Davies has it on the right for Bradford City. 20 minutes. Gets past his man with relative ease. Gone all the way in the middle. Now Watt, Elliot Watt is his name. In the middle once again is Dixon Peters. Closing him down as big, I'd say big Leon Pan, but it's not. It's Ashley Phillips, isn't it? Cross comes in, back post is Jones, chests it down. He's crossed in, Dixon Peters is there, Gilead is there, and Alex Gilead makes it 1-1. That was a bit of a mess defensively from us. I did say at the start of this episode that, yeah, we could drop out of the playoffs and everything altogether. I don't want that to happen, just so you're aware. Well, not a lot is really going on in this match. 2 early goals in the game. Other than that, very few highlights in the first half. Buchanan's throw to Jones. Where are you going to go? Back to Watt. Dixon Peters. Forward. Finds Fern in the middle. Loads of space for Fern. He's hit the post. I thought it might have been a save. Gilead keeps it in. Kokolo kicks it off for a corner. That was very risky from Kokolo there. Could have gave away a penalty. So, 2 minutes of injury time in the first half. Elliot Watt is the man to take the corner. Right-footed for Bristol City. It's a header clear. Dixon Peters collects it though. Back to the corner taker Watt. Loads of space and time. And just stands there and waits to get tackled. Fair enough. And at half-time then, 1-1 between the two promotion-chasing sides. We've been the better team. I don't think we have, Carl Jenkinson. We are going to say you weren't that bad to everybody. Try and fire some people up. Our wingers, Mcnamee and Laird, 6.2 and a 6.4. What are you guys doing or not doing? Mcnamee's dropped down to a 6.1 now. I think we just need to bring you off, fella. First highlight of the second half just before the hour mark, and it is going to start, I guess, with Captain Fantastic, Zach Orr with the ball, who has just signed a new contract. I keep giving players new contracts after they get annoyed that I turn down transfer bids from Sheffield Wednesday. Lewis Payne was another one, and Zach Orr also had bids from Sheffield Wednesday. And then I just want to give them another deal just to keep them happy. Humphreys is in on goal. He's surely offside. He's not offside. I was just waffling on about contracts, and Stuart Humphreys has just scored. Will Kokolo gets the assist by the looks of it. And I feel like he was a long way offside. Kokolo just absolutely smashes it. He had so much time and space. It's a great finish from the Blackburn loanee. An hour on the clock, and we take the lead again. And now we've got another chance, potentially. Earring to Smith. Back to Earring. Smith, by the way, got goal of the month. Wasn't the goal that he scored in the last episode either, which was an absolute screamer. He scores 2 screamers in 1 month. Elise with the ball on the right-hand side. 3, 4, 5 maybe. White shirts in the middle. Elise plays it back to Earring instead. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? Finds Alistair Smith. Now Mcnamee again to Humphrey. Humphrey through a ball. Finds Dean Laird. And the... What? How did... I mean, it was easier to score. We are seeing the throw, strangely. So the highlight ended and another one started straight away. Mcnamee and Laird, both of them playing really badly. 6-1 and a 6-4. Mcnamee invites Richard Elise forward. Plays in Jaden Williams. Humphreys is there. Humphrey is there. And Humphrey gets his second of the game. It is 3-1 against Bradford City. And we are grabbing this tie by the neck. And we are taking control of this. We've got 30 minutes left to play. 2-goal advantage. We are going to do a change. We're going to bring off Ben Mcnamee at the very least, because he's on a 6.2. Mark Murray is the man to come on. We'll just do that one change. I want to play Cian Pennant. Cian Pennant has been great for the last few matches, but obviously Williams, Humphrey and Street are kind of our 3 main strikers. Pennant is number 4. Jonathan Dinzay's picked up a yellow card for something, and it's a free kick in a good position. I'm not sure who's taken it. Is Mark Murray the substitute, number 29, and Mark Murray, postage stamp style free kick there. James Ward-Prowse would be proud. It's 4-1. After a first half that was not the most exciting, was it? We have suddenly just ran away with this in the second half. We're going to do another change. Dean Laird for Key and Pennant. And then we're just going to do that. So Humphrey drops to the winger. Pennant goes up as a poacher. Do we do one more change? Jack Langston for Alistair Smith. Sure. Final few minutes of the match. Look at the match stats. We have actually not been the better side, technically. It's a great television save there from Ross Stewart. We've got 1 minute, 15 seconds of normal time, plus any injury time against Bradford City. Stewart's going for a run, trying to use up as many seconds as he possibly can. Pennant heads down to Humphrey. Humphrey's going off towards the left-hand side. He's gone for a dink, and Burgoyne comes out, holds onto that one. That wasn't really a highlight, was it? We are over the 93. We are now into extra time. Davies has the ball on the right-hand side, finds Camwa, edge of the penalty area. Humphrey with a great slide tackle. Is that Noah Kenner playing in League 2? Hutchinson's made it 4-2. It's been disallowed. It's 4-1. We are going to pick up the 3 points regardless, even if it was allowed. It is a final score of 4-1, and that is a performance that I don't think we've seen too many times on camera. Maybe the last time we saw it was episode 1 of Season 5. It is actually Noah Kenner playing in League 2 on a free transfer. That's a ridiculous signing. Or does he not have as much potential anymore on this version of Football Manager? Last year's, he was amazing. Well, unfortunately for us, that win doesn't really move us any further up the table, does it? It is basically Salford and Crewe. Those are the two teams that seem to be chasing us down for this final automatic promotion spot. 2 points behind Bristol Rovers with 6 games left to play. We are going to go forward, and I think we're going to go forward to the Salford game. So Scunthorpe and Tranmere off camera, 2 matches where we really should be winning. Salford, who find themselves in 5th, one of the 2 teams that are really chasing us at the moment. I'll be back in just a second. So it's not gone well. We've played 2 further matches. We lost against Scunthorpe. We beat Tranmere 4-0, but we lost 2-0 against Scunthorpe. We had to do a fair amount of rotation for these games due to fitness and so on. And it means we've dropped down to 4th place. We have technically not confirmed a spot in the playoffs. We are now going to be playing Salford, and we kind of need to win this. If we lose this, we'll go joint on points with Salford. Bristol City and Crewe could extend their lead on us. Bristol Rovers are playing Scunthorpe. Crewe are playing Cheltenham. So Scunthorpe are a good side, probably. The starting lineup for the Salford game then. It's going to be Stewart in goal. Tim Hayes, Ashley Phillips, Leon Pambu and Will Kokolo in defence. Paul Searle and Jack Earing in midfield. Matt Murray. Is it Matt Murray? It's Mark Murray. Matt Murray's a former goalkeeper, isn't he? Mark Murray and Dean Laird on the wings. Jaden Williams and Stuart Humphrey up front. We do have a returning Jake Forster-Caskey on the bench. He has missed a lot of football. He hasn't played since January. The end of January. It is now the middle of April. We might be seeing Jake Forster-Caskey returning to the squad, or he's returning to the squad, but to the pitch at some point today. Afari or Forster-Caskey, Thomas, Wakely, Smith and Langston on the subs bench. We need to beat Salford. I want another performance like we had against Bradford City, because that was just a great team performance. We've got an early chance already. Kokolo to Dean Laird. It's Earing across, finds Tim Hayes, and the fullback's effort manages to go in. Thanks to Mark Murray, I think might have got a little poke from his toe on that one. We have taken the lead, 3.5 minutes on the clock, 1-0 up against Salford. It is enough to move us from 4th place to 2nd place in the table. It is very, very tight at the top of the table, and I'm glad we are in this fight. I would like to be slightly ahead in this fight, not kind of trying to catch up. Murray has the ball on the right, 3-4 in the box, crosses in. Humphrey is there, doesn't get on the end of it. Hayes heads it across, and it's now Earing to Laird. I mean, Hayes is playing very far up the pitch for a winger, isn't he? Williams goes for goal, puts it in the bottom corner. He was definitely offside. It remains 1-0. 80 points with Crewe and Bristol Rovers. All of us on 80 points right now. We are only there thanks to our 33 positive goal difference. If any of those other 2 teams pick up a goal, just 1 goal will be enough to move them ahead of us in the table again. Torre with the ball to Patterson. Now Sonogo on the ground, can't manage to get past Hayes. Phillips and Hayes passing. Hayes, big kick upfield towards Humphrey. Humphrey finds Murray, not the best header from Murray. And now Salford can come forward once again over the top, finds Price, head down, doesn't manage to find one of their players, sorry. Sell back to Stewart, who's just smashed it over the halfway line. Williams doesn't really win the header, does he? Mark Murray, back to Hayes. Murray's making a run, back to Ashley Phillips instead. Hayes again, Murray could do with this. Searle does find Murray. Now Humphreys finds Jaden Williams, takes a few touches, goes for an effort. It's saved by the goalkeeper. 25 minutes on the clock. We have ourselves a corner. Humphrey looks like he's the man to go over to take this. He is left-footed from Humphrey towards the middle. Doesn't manage to find one of our players. And it's a header clear. And the highlight's carrying on. I don't want the highlight to carry on, thank you very much. Patterson's going off towards the left-hand side. Scunthorpe have taken the lead against Bristol Rovers, which is, I told you they were a good team. I told you they were a very good team. List to Palmer, back to Towler. Good, the highlight randomly ended. That was a weird highlight. Now all we need is Cheltenham to take the lead against Crewe, and we will sit ourselves in second place with a point buffer. Romo with the goal kick for Salford. 38 minutes on the clock. Tim Hayes has the ball. Hayes has had a very good game. He's on a 7.2. Just smashes it down the right hand side, doesn't find a single one of our shirts. Mark Murray back to Tim Hayes once again, the versatile footballer is what we'll call him. Humphrey across to Will Kokolo, who I said earlier last episode, I think that he plays really badly. He got sort of player of the month, I think, 1 month. Led with the ball to Earring, long range chance from Earring, and oh my word, Jack Earring just tucks that one away in the top corner. With 7 minutes left to play of the first half, we have made it 2-0. 2-0 against Salford City. And we are definitely in the driving seat once again. Come on, Cheltenham. Come on, Cheltenham. Do us a favour. Half-time then. 2-0. 2-0 to the good. Bristol Rovers are losing against Scunthorpe. Cheltenham are drawing their game currently. That was a good team talk. We'll just walk away. Yeah, Cheltenham are currently drawing. Bristol Rovers have equalised. Okay, they're not losing. Bristol Rovers have equalised. Now they've taken the lead. Wonderful. It's a goal kick for Romo. 54 minutes in the second half. Kokolo's got it for us all the way back to our goalkeeper, Ross Stewart. What's the Scotsman going to do? Leon Pambu, now Ashley Phillips. Right-hand side is Tim Hayes, loads of space. Go for a run, buddy. Go for a run. You've had a great game. You deserve a goal or an assist, maybe. Searle with the ball. Backwards to Ashley Phillips. Across to Leon Pambu. Forward to Jack Earring. Forward again to Humphrey. Now Laird. Through ball finds Williams. First time shot from Jaden Williams. It is 3-0 against Salford. We're doing our job. We are doing our job. We just need Scunthorpe and Cheltenham to do a job as well. If we don't get promoted because of Scunthorpe, I am not going to be happy. So far, we've dropped down. Crewe have taken the lead. Bristol Rovers are leading as well. We are back down into fourth place, 2 points behind Crewe and Bristol Rovers. It's Towler's free kick, Norburn. We should probably look at doing some subs, shouldn't we? Although most people actually don't seem too unfit. Phillips is probably the only one. List has got the ball, plays it on the ground to Price. He's put his effort into the bottom corner. It is 3-1. And I think with that, we're going to take off Phillips for Zach Orr. We are also going to do... I mean, everyone's playing all right. I don't want to do any subs for the sake of it. We'll do Humphrey for... We'll do this. Silko Thomas. There we go. So Dean Laird's going to move up to be a striker for a little bit. Earring with a corner for us. 75th minute. Zach Orr comes onto the pitch. Scores a header, doesn't he? It's 4-1. Well, we have definitely done our job, haven't we? We've done our job. Scunthorpe we could do with them scoring a goal. Cheltenham we could do with them scoring a goal. But right now, it's looking like we're going to be fourth place in the table. Christie's managed to nick that ball away. Price is one-on-one with the keeper. Dinks it over the goalkeeper. James Price makes it 4-2. Still not quite over here against Salford. It is still 4-2. We've got 2 minutes left to play of normal time. Norburn back to Towler. Torre, who's had a yellow card to his name. Price, who I think is now on a hat-trick. Earring over the top for Dean Laird. Chests it down. Dean Laird should have made it 5. Instead, blasts it over the bar. Finally, it finishes on the south coast then. We pick up the 3 points, a 4-2 victory. But I think elsewhere, everything went the right way for Crewe and Bristol Rovers as well, unfortunately. Good news is, we are in the playoffs, so that's one thing. 3 games left to play, and we are 2 points off of an automatic promotion spot. Crewe, who have you got to play in those final 3 games? Anybody tough? Oldham, Port Vale and Exeter? No. Bristol Rovers have Northampton, Walsall and Forest Green. They don't have anybody difficult either. We have just played our next match in the league and we have beaten Rochdale 4-1. Pennant and Williams with 2 goals apiece. Crewe drew with Oldham. Northampton and Bristol Rovers drew 0-0 as well, which means we are back up into second place in the table. we're going to go forward to the other side of the next match. We've beaten bottom of the table Barrow 3-1, and we are currently sat second place in the league. We need 1 point from our final game of the season, which is up against Forest Green, which we are going to record right now. The starting 11 then will be Ross Stewart, Elise, Phillips, Pambu and Kokolo in defence. Searle and Forster Caskey, Murray and Laird, Williams and Humphrey as our strikers. All we need is 1 point. We need 1 point away from home in Wales, and we are going up to League One at the first time of asking. And this is a bit nuts. And it's on TV. Newport have won 5 of their last 5 games. I think we've won 4 of our last 5. Or have we won 5? Yeah, we've won 4 of our last 5. The previous one, that L there is bloody Scunthorpe, isn't it? So that is the league table. 1 point will guarantee it. Although, are we technically up? Maybe we're... No, we're not technically up. If we lose and Crewe and Bristol Rovers win, they are going to leapfrog us. So we need to keep an eye on what is going on. Forest Green, Bristol Rovers, and then it is Crewe versus Exeter. Both of them there, next to each other. Elise with a throw for us. We're wearing our away kit at the moment, our red kit. Paul Searle across to Leon Pambu. 2.5 minutes played only so far, and we've got the first highlight of the game. Pambu's going for a lovely run forward. Wearing our brand new Adidas kit for just possibly 1 season. Who knows? Humphrey goes off towards the left, tries to play it through to Dean Laird, but doesn't manage to find his Blackburn Loney friend. And I thought that was going to go straight past Phillips then. Searle has it back to Pambu. What's happening in this highlight? It's a very early and a very long highlight. Through ball from Humphrey finds Williams. First time shot from Williams is saved by Day. Bristol Rovers have taken the lead. Stanley Sunday's the man to score the goal there. Forster Caskey's corner comes in towards Murray at the front post. Schwank heads the ball clear. So the Bristol Rovers goal doesn't really make a difference at the moment. And it looks like Forest Green have just equalised. They have just equalised. It is, and then Sunday is scored again. So it's 2-1. Considering we could secure promotion in this match, nothing's happening, is it? 7 shots, 2 on target, 1 shot for Newport, not even on target at all. Dolan with a free kick. It's a good save from Ross Stewart. That would have been annoying if that went in. Corner on the right-hand side then, number 14, Lewis is the man to take it. Forster Caskey, I think, has taken a knock. Cotterill heads over the bar. Exeter have taken the lead against Crewe. That could be massive, and then immediately, Crewe equalise. Forster Caskey with a free kick for us. Curling effort from the old man, just over the bar of the Newport County goalkeeper. It is 0-0 here. We are the only team in this promotion fight that aren't winning right now. We are the only team. Phillips has chested that down well. Elise, right-hand side is Mark Murray. Now Paul Searle, back to Ashley Phillips. Forward again to Searle. Murray's there in front. Does use him. Lovely turn from Mark Murray, the 18-year-old. He's got 4 in the box. Humphrey's one of them. Doesn't get there. Forster Caskey. Lovely little flick. Elise to Jaden Williams. Across to Dean Laird. And Dean Laird is there to poke that ball home in the 45th minute of the first half. We have taken the lead against Newport County. And we move up into second place. A solid second place on 89 points as the half-time whistle blows. We have 1 foot in the door of League One. I don't really want to do this, but I think we need to do this Forster Caskey sub, and we're going to do Alistair Smith. Alistair Smith is going to come on. Forster Caskey, unfortunately, has missed a lot of the second half of the season through injury, and he's going to miss the second half of the final game of the season as well. We are keeping an eye on what is going on. Forest Green, Bristol Rovers is still 2-1. Crewe and Exeter is still 1-1. Corner for Newport County. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. If this is what costs us, I am not going to be happy. Number 14 then steps up. Come on, Ross. Come on, Ross. Lewis is the man. Ross Stewart goes the right way, and Ross Stewart potentially saves the day. It's gone off for a corner, but we have prevented the penalty from going in. Lewis has gone over to take the corner. Bobby Duncan has just scored for Forest Green as well to make it 2-2 there. We've managed to clear the ball thanks to Ashley Phillips. So right now, Crewe are drawing. Forest Green and Bristol Rovers are drawing. We are the only team winning. How things have turned. Phillips is there. And Ashley Phillips almost finds the bottom corner with that one. But it goes wide. We've got 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. Mark Murray's coming off. We're going to do... What do we do here? What do we do? Do we do Silko Thomas on the right wing? No, Tim Hayes. Tim Hayes on the right wing. You've played basically as a centre-back, a right-back and a right winger throughout the entire season. Searle as well was having a shocker. So we will do Earring coming on. Sure, we'll just go that way round. We have 21 minutes. 21 minutes to not lose. Newport County were coming forward with the ball, but we've nicked it, so this is good. 15 minutes to play. Alistair finds Tim Hayes on the right-hand side. I think he's much better as an attacker than a fullback, but he's very good as a fullback as well. Phillips on the ground to Smith. McKenna is going to get himself a second yellow card, and this looks very, very promising for us. If Newport are down to 10, they are hopefully just going to try and defend. Bristol Rovers have taken the lead again. Tim Hayes is there, heads just over the bar. We've got less than 15 minutes. Less than 15 minutes to hold on. Why are there so many highlights? Why are there so many highlights in this game right now? Phillips to Earring. In the middle is Dean Laird. Humphrey is going for a run in front of him. He's gone off towards the left instead. Kokolo to Alistair Smith across to Earring. What are you going to do? Goes backwards to Leon Pambu. Into the final 10 minutes very soon anyway. Humphrey to Dean Laird. Kokolo's there. Doesn't manage to find Kokolo. And Newport County just clear the ball upfield, not really caring too much about where it's going. Stewart and Pambu passing. Now Alistair Smith all the way back to Ross Stewart once again, obviously saving that penalty that was conceded by Ashley Phillips. Could be a very key point. Could be a massive, massive part of our promotion run. Laird to Smith, across to Jack Earring. Lumps it over towards the right-hand side for Tim Hayes to control it. 3 in the box. Back to Richard Elise. 4 in the box now. Crosses it in. Back post is Dean Laird. Heads the ball into the back of the net. And surely we are promoted to League One. And this is against all odds. Against all odds. If we go up to League One with this team as well. This team is not a League Two standard team for the most part. We are hopefully going up to League One. Callaghan with the ball on the left-hand side. Final 10 minutes. Pambu gets it clear. Dean Laird. Are we going to make it 3? It's a good tackle from Livermore. Kokolo's managed to get the ball though. Now Humphrey. Back to Will Kokolo. In the middle is Alistair Smith. If we make it 3, it's game over, isn't it? Humphrey's in on goal into the penalty area. 2 in the box. Crosses in. Tries to find Williams and can't manage it. And the ball is cleared. Pambu's going to get it back forward though. Marauding forward is the big Frenchman. Kokolo on the left-hand side. Dodges a tackle from Laurie. 3-4 in the box, and it's a terrible pass from the French fullback. Laurie's now going for a run. Tries to find Hales, but can't manage it. Now Laird has the ball. There's a goal here. This is going to be 3-0. Dean Laird collects it. Jaden Williams is there. Jaden Williams is definitely there. His 29th goal of the season. 3-0 up against Newport County. He's going to pick up the golden boot as well. We are going to finish second in League Two at our very first time of asking. 89 points on the board. 41 positive goal difference. We're still going. Why are we still playing, guys? Just everybody give up. We may as well. Elise's going for a run down the right-hand side. I mean, there is no way. I'm jinxing this, but there is no way Newport County can come back. They're down to 10. They got 5 minutes. They need to score 4 goals. Rye's going to get there first. Don't score. Don't be doing this. Callaghan across to Hales. It's gone just wide of the post, and it's going to be a goal kick. 3 minutes of injury time to go, and we are surely home and dry. Humphrey's corner comes in. Leon Pambu's there. Doesn't get on the end of it. Laird has the ball in the penalty area. Finds Will Kokolo. Back to Dean Laird. Dean Laird really tried to dink that over the goalkeeper. Couldn't manage it. But that is surely it. Blow the whistle, referee. There's no point in playing anymore. I know we're supposed to play 1 whole minute extra. Laurie's got the ball on the right-hand side. He's got a couple of options in the middle. Just time waste, everybody. Everybody, even the Newport players. Just time waste. Humphrey to Jaden Williams. I'd love Dean Laird hat-trick, actually. He's on 2. Tim Hayes is going to go for a run. Tries to find Williams. Does manage to find Williams. He's taken it out wide. Are we going to get one final goal? Tim Hayes. Loads of space for Hayes. It's fallen for Laird and he's hit the outside of the post. It could have been his hat-trick. But unfortunately, he's just going to finish the season with 2 goals in this match. Referee, blow the whistle. Just blow the damn whistle. There it is. It's over. The season's over. There's no fanfare because we're away from home, but we've just been promoted to League One. We won 3-0. We absolutely battered Newport County as well, didn't we? 3-0. A penalty save, a red card. It all happened, but we're up to League One. Final day promotion to League One. Tim Hayes gets himself a pay increase. We have very little money. £86,000, £38,000 a week. Dover, a delighted, unexpected promotion. Oh my, how have we done this? Jaden Williams is the top goal scorer in the league and the highest average rating, 27 goals. Considering Plymouth ran away with the league. We managed to score more goals from one player than anyone else, which is ridiculous. I feel so sorry for Bristol Rovers, but screw you, I'm glad we're getting promoted. Now, normally at this point, I would go to the end of season awards. However, I feel like this video is going to be 25 minutes long, so we're going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching this episode and Season 5. Season 6 is going to be a tough one. It's going to be in League 1, and we are probably going to be struggling against the relegation battle, unless my summer transfer business is quite good, which it might be. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Stick your comments down in the comment section below, and I'll be back next time for Dover Athletic in League 1.